K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Let's go. So long. One more time, everybody in the building say so long. So long. Hey, come on. So long. Goodbye to my pain. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. So long. So long. Just one more time in the balcony, everybody say it. Hey. So long. So long, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. So long, bye-bye. Let's go. So long, hey, so long, yeah, so long, hey, so long, yeah, so long, yeah, so long, hey, so long, yeah, so long. Goodbye to my sorrow, hey, goodbye to my pain, y'all. Goodbye to my trouble, goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye, dear, you ain't welcome here. Goodbye, dear, you ain't welcome here. Hey, so long, yeah, so long, yeah, so long, hey, so long. Come on, say it, so long. I can hear you say, I can hear you say, I can hear you say.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya. so long. Hey, so long. Come on, say it. So long. I can hear you say. I can hear you say. I can hear you say. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my pain, y'all. Goodbye, y'all. Everybody raise it up. You are the God of miracles, say it. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonders. You are the God of wonders. You are the God of powerful. You are the God of power. I believe, say it. I believe. I believe. Say it, say I believe. I believe, say it. I believe. Say it, y'all. I believe. So long. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my pain, y'all. Somebody wave me bye-bye. Somebody wave me bye-bye. You ain't welcome here. You ain't welcome here. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my pain, y'all. I can't hear you up there. Somebody raise it up, say. Somebody raise it up, say. You are the God of miracles, hey. You are the God of miracles. Ah, you are the God of wonders. You are the God of wonders. Thank you. We cannot gather for you. For you carry us. That's what we can say. I believe. I believe, say it. I believe. I believe.
What if I told you that a Caribbean nation smaller than Delaware is about to unleash $50 billion worth of transformation that could reshape the entire region's economic landscape? The answer might surprise you. Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, that twin island nation famous for carnival and steel pan drums is about to become something far more significant. An economic powerhouse that could rival Singapore's transformation story. But here's what makes this even more intriguing. Nobody's talking about it. While the world obsesses over Dubai's latest skyscraper or Singapore's newest innovation hub, something extraordinary is unfolding in the southern Caribbean. Something that involves geopolitical chess moves with Venezuela, technology leaps that are bypassing entire generations of infrastructure, and energy deals that have caught the attention of both Washington and Beijing. This isn't just another development story. This is about a nation that's been sitting on a gold mine and has finally decided to play its cards. For over a century, Trinidad and Tobago rode the waves of oil and gas wealth. The country became the richest per capita nation in the Caribbean, built on energy exports. But wealth built on a single foundation is fragile wealth. By the early 2000s, the cracks started showing. Reserves were depleting. The global energy market was shifting. Younger generations were leaving for opportunities abroad. The carnival music still played every February, but behind the celebrations, economists were whispering a troubling question. What happens when the oil runs out? That question haunted policymakers for 2 decades. But 2025 is different. Instead of waiting for decline, Trinidad and Tobago made a choice. Reinvent or fade into irrelevance. What followed was not just a plan, but a complete reimagining of what this nation could become. 10 mega projects, $50 billion in investments, a timeline that seems impossibly ambitious, and a vision that, if successful, could make Trinidad and Tobago the economic bridge between North and South America, the technology hub of the Caribbean, and proof that small nations can think big and win. Project 1. The Port of Spain Metamorphosis. Imagine landing at Payarco International Airport and driving toward the capital. For decades, that drive ended at a waterfront stuck in time. Colonial-era buildings, Underutilized port facilities. Not anymore. The Port of Spain waterfront is undergoing what urban planners are calling one of the most aggressive redevelopment projects in Caribbean history. This isn't about fresh paint on old buildings. This is about creating a financial district that can compete globally. Glass towers rising where warehouses once stood. International banks opening regional headquarters. A ferry terminal designed to handle thousands of daily commuters. Luxury hotels catering to business travelers who previously flew straight to Miami or Panama. And beneath it all, a digital infrastructure backbone that makes the entire district a smart zone. The goal isn't subtle. Trinidad wants to become the financial gateway to South America for companies that find Sao Paulo too chaotic and Bogotá too risky. But here's the fascinating part. The government isn't doing this alone. Chinese construction firms, American architectural studios, European financial institutions. They're all investing because they see what many haven't yet recognized. Geography matters. Trinidad sits just 7 miles from Venezuela's coast, 4 hours to New York, 5 to Mexico City, 6 to Buenos Aires. In an era where nearshoring is replacing globalization, Trinidad's location is suddenly incredibly valuable. Project 2. The energy paradox. How do you convince a nation that built its wealth on fossil fuels to embrace renewable energy? The answer Trinidad found is brilliantly pragmatic. You don't abandon oil and gas. You add to it. The country is simultaneously expanding its fossil fuel infrastructure while becoming the Caribbean's largest investor in renewable energy. It sounds contradictory until you understand the strategy. By 2025, Trinidad is deploying solar farms across previously unused land. These aren't small experimental projects. We're talking installations capable of generating hundreds of megawatts. Wind farms are being constructed on the northeastern coast where trade winds blow consistently. But the real game changer is green hydrogen. Trinidad is investing heavily in hydrogen production facilities that use renewable energy to split water molecules. Why does this matter? Because green hydrogen is being called the fuel of the future, powering everything from ships to steel plants without carbon emissions. Here's the strategic genius. Trinidad uses its existing energy expertise and infrastructure to become a leader in the new energy economy, while continuing to profit from natural gas exports. The country is placing bets on both sides of the energy transition. While other nations argue about whether to go green or protect fossil fuel jobs, Trinidad is saying yes to both and building the infrastructure to make it work. Project 3. The mobility revolution. Let's talk about something that frustrates every Trinidadian. Traffic. For years, the daily commute has been a grinding test of patience. 2-lane roads handling 4-lane traffic. Bottlenecks that turn 15-minute drives into hour-long ordeals. The economic cost of this congestion is staggering. Billions in lost productivity. Increased shipping costs. Something had to give. Enter the Diego Martin Highway expansion and the broader national infrastructure overhaul. This isn't just road widening. It's a complete rethinking of how people and goods move across Trinidad. New highways with dedicated lanes for public transport and future autonomous vehicles. Bridges bypassing congested urban centers entirely. A rapid transit system connecting Port of Spain with the ammonia plants, methanol producers, liquefied natural gas terminals. For decades, Point Leases has been Trinidad's economic engine, but facilities built in the 1980s don't meet 2025 efficiency standards. Billions are being poured into modernizing these plants. New LNG trains that can process gas more efficiently. Updated methanol facilities using cutting-edge catalytic technology. Expanded storage terminals to handle increased export volumes. But Trinidad isn't just upgrading existing industries, it's adding new ones. Advanced manufacturing facilities producing everything from solar panels to electric vehicle components. The country is leveraging its cheap energy and strategic location to become a manufacturing hub for products destined for both North and South American markets. By diversifying point leases into advanced manufacturing and clean tech production, the country is hedging against the future decline of fossil fuel demand. If natural gas exports slow, the facilities, workers, and export infrastructure can pivot to different products. It's economic evolution in real time. Project 5. Paradise rebranded. When you think Caribbean tourism, what islands come to mind? Probably Barbados, Jamaica, the Bahamas. Trinidad and Tobago rarely makes that list. And that's exactly what the government is trying to change. Not because tourism will replace energy as the economic backbone, but because diversification means multiple revenue streams. And tourism is money that doesn't run out like oil reserves. The strategy is two-pronged. Trinidad is being positioned as a cultural and business tourism destination. Conferences, corporate retreats, cultural festivals beyond just carnival. Eco-tourism in northern rainforests where rare birds attract nature enthusiasts. Then there's Tobago, the smaller sister island with beaches that rival anything in the Eastern Caribbean. International hotel chains are breaking ground on luxury properties. The cruise terminal is being expanded to accommodate the newest generation of mega ships. But the Caribbean tourism market is brutally competitive. Islands like Antigua and St. Lucia have decades of brand recognition. So Trinidad and Tobago is gambling on authenticity and uniqueness. Immersive cultural experiences. Food tourism showcasing incredible fusion cuisine, blending Indian, African, Chinese, and Caribbean influences. Music tourism highlighting the birthplace of steel pan and calypso. The bet is that travelers are tired of generic beach resorts and want something real. Before we continue, I need to ask you something. If you're finding this deep dive into Trinidad and Tobago's transformation fascinating, hit that subscribe button right now. We're on a mission to reach 10,000 subscribers, and your support helps us create more content like this. Drop a comment below. Have you been to Trinidad and Tobago? Do you think these projects will succeed? Your engagement helps this channel grow. Now, back to the story, because we're about to enter territory that sounds like science fiction. Project 6. The Caribbean Smart City Experiment. Forget what you think you know about Caribbean infrastructure. What's being built in Port of Spain and San Fernando right now is leapfrog technology. Trinidad is skipping over entire generations of urban development and jumping straight to smart city systems that most developed nations are still only testing. How is this possible? Because sometimes starting from behind is an advantage. You're not locked into legacy systems. Smart traffic management systems are being installed across major urban centers. These aren't just timed lights. These are AI-powered networks that analyze real-time traffic flow and adjust intersections dynamically. The system detects accidents, reroutes emergency vehicles, and predicts traffic patterns based on events and weather. Public safety is being upgraded with integrated surveillance networks using facial recognition and predictive policing algorithms. Government services are going digital in revolutionary ways. Business registration that once took weeks can now be done online in hours. Property tax payments, police reports, health records, all moving to integrated digital platforms. And underpinning everything is the nationwide 5G rollout. Trinidad is one of the first Caribbean nations to deploy 5G broadly. Why does this matter? Because 5G isn't just faster internet. It's the foundation for Internet of Things devices, telemedicine platforms, and real-time data systems that make smart cities actually work. If Trinidad pulls this off, it doesn't just improve quality of life for residents. It becomes a proof of concept for the entire Caribbean region, and that attracts investment, talent, and international attention. Project 7, the geopolitical masterstroke, and now we arrive at the project that changes everything. The Dragon Gas Field. To understand why this matters, you need to understand Trinidad's energy dilemma. The country's economy runs on natural gas, power generation, industrial production, LNG exports. Everything depends on gas. But Trinidad's own offshore reserves have been declining for years. Production peaked in the early 2000s and has been dropping ever since. Without new sources, the country faced a terrifying future. Declining revenues, industrial shutdowns, economic contraction. Now here's where geography becomes destiny. Just off Trinidad's northwest coast in Venezuelan waters sits the Dragon gas field. Massive reserves. Billions of cubic feet of natural gas. Enough to power Trinidad's economy for decades. But there's a problem. Venezuela, a country in economic collapse, under international sanctions, politically isolated, unable to develop its own resources. For years, that gas sat untouched. Trillions of dollars of wealth locked beneath the ocean floor because of politics, until Trinidad made a move that's either brilliant or reckless. In a deal that required navigating American sanctions, international law, and Venezuelan politics, Trinidad secured rights to develop the Dragon field. The natural gas will be piped directly into Trinidad's territory, processed in Trinidadian facilities, and exported under Trinidad's name. Venezuela gets royalties and a lifeline of revenue. Trinidad gets the gas it desperately needs. American and European companies get continued access to LNG exports from a politically stable source. On paper, everybody wins. But this deal put Trinidad in a delicate position. The United States granted a sanctions waiver because it needs Trinidad's LNG exports, especially as Europe seeks alternatives to Russian gas. But that waiver comes with conditions and could be revoked if political winds shift. Venezuela sees this as economic salvation, but also as Trinidad profiting from Venezuelan resources. Opposition politicians in Trinidad question whether the country is tying itself too closely to an unstable neighbor. But here's the reality. Without Dragon, Trinidad's economic future was bleak. With Dragon, the country just secured energy independence for the next 30 years and locked in billions in annual revenue. This isn't just a gas project. It's a geopolitical chess move that repositioned a small island nation as a key player in hemispheric energy security. High risk, high reward. Absolutely fascinating. Project 8, building communities, not just houses. Trinidad and Tobago has a housing crisis that's been building for decades. Young families priced out of homeownership. Urban overcrowding creating slums. A growing gap between the wealthy and gated communities and everyone else struggling with rising costs. If your workforce can't afford decent housing near where they work, your entire economy suffers. The National Housing Master Plan is addressing this with scale and ambition. Thousands of new residential units under construction across the country. But these aren't cramped apartments that became symbols of poverty. These are planned communities with modern amenities, green spaces, playgrounds, community centers, mixed-income neighborhoods where teachers, nurses, and young professionals can afford quality housing. Urban planning is being taken seriously. New developments near public transport links so residents aren't car-dependent. Commercial spaces integrated so neighborhoods have grocery stores and services within walking distance. Digital infrastructure built in from the start. Climate resilience with buildings designed to withstand hurricanes. Solar panels reducing energy costs. This project recognizes something important. Economic transformation means nothing if ordinary citizens don't benefit. You can build all the industrial parks and financial districts you want, but if teachers and nurses can't afford decent lives, your society fractures. Stable communities create stable workforces, and stable workforces attract investment. Project 9. Investing in mines, not just infrastructure. Buildings and roads don't create prosperity. People do. Trinidad could build every infrastructure project on this list, and still fail without the human capital to sustain growth. That's why Project 9 might be the most important of all, the education and innovation campus of the future. The concept is ambitious. A new university campus combined with research facilities, technology incubators, and vocational training centers. The academic focus is strategic: renewable energy engineering, software development and artificial intelligence, biotechnology, financial technology, the skills needed for the economy Trinidad is trying to build, not the economy it had 50 years ago. Research labs are being designed in partnership with international universities and corporations. Technology incubators will provide resources for local entrepreneurs to build startups in artificial intelligence, fintech, and clean energy. Trinidad is trying to become a knowledge hub, a place where ideas are generated, not just where resources are extracted. Brain drain has haunted Caribbean nations for generations. The brightest students leave for universities abroad and never return. Trinidad is trying to reverse that equation. Come study here, build your career here, launch your startup here, stay here. If even a fraction of graduates choose to remain and build businesses, the economic multiplier effects over decades would be enormous. Project 10. The Blue Economy Frontier. Finally, we arrive at a project that's been quietly developing but could have enormous implications. The Maritime and Blue Economy Initiative. Trinidad and Tobago is surrounded by ocean. That's not just geography. It's economic opportunity that's been vastly underutilized. Marine aquaculture facilities are being developed to farm fish, shrimp, and other seafood sustainably. The Caribbean imports most of its seafood despite being surrounded by ocean. Trinidad sees an opportunity to produce locally and potentially export to regional markets. Deep-sea mineral exploration is being studied cautiously. The ocean floor contains valuable minerals needed for batteries and electronics. Offshore wind farms are being planned for waters where wind patterns are strong and consistent. Maritime services are being expanded. Ship repair facilities, maritime logistics, positioning Trinidad as a service hub for vessels transiting between the Atlantic and Caribbean. The blue economy represents diversification into a sector Trinidad has barely touched. It's high risk because ocean-based industries require different expertise. But it's also high potential because the ocean economy globally is projected to be worth trillions by mid-century. So here we are, 10 mega projects, $50 billion in investment. The question everyone should be asking is simple. Will it work? Can a small island nation of 1.4 million people pull off an economic transformation on this scale? The honest answer is nobody knows. The challenges are real and significant. Political instability could derail everything. Trinidad has faced corruption scandals that have slowed development before. Global economic conditions matter enormously. If energy prices collapse or recession hits major markets, investment could dry up. Execution risk is massive. Building this much this fast requires competent project management, skilled labor, and regulatory efficiency. But here's what makes this fascinating. Trinidad has advantages that many developing nations lack. It's already relatively wealthy with GDP per capita higher than most Caribbean neighbors. It has existing industrial infrastructure and expertise. Its geographic location is increasingly valuable. And perhaps most importantly, there's recognition that the status quo leads to decline. If these projects succeed, even partially, Trinidad and Tobago could become a model, proof that small nations can compete globally, that energy-rich countries can transition beyond fossil fuels, that smart infrastructure investment can leapfrog development stages. If they fail, it becomes a cautionary tale about ambition outpacing capacity. Over the next 12 months, we'll see which projects move from planning to execution, which investments actually materialize, whether the Dragon gas deal delivers as promised or becomes complicated by politics, whether smart city systems work as advertised, whether tourists actually come and housing gets built and students enroll. The timeline is tight. The stakes are enormous. What do you think? Is Trinidad and Tobago about to become the next Singapore? Or are these projects too ambitious? Have you visited Trinidad? Would you invest there? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm genuinely curious. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with someone who loves economics or Caribbean culture or underdog stories. Because
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. Yes, it's 33 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening and viewing the Ground Report. Yo, it's really the pitbull of radio.
God is
Stay in studio.
God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Hey, Tommy, a pleasant good morning to you. Anzad Khan, a pleasant good morning. Matilda, good morning, Krishna. How you going, Krishna? Good morning, Bisnath. Primraj, good morning to you. Hey, Timothy Roberts, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Hey, Patrick. Kenrick. Yeah, Kenrick Passat. Where are you, man? Where are you at? I'm not forgetting Lenny. Mr. Lenny, a pleasant good morning to you. Elsa, good morning. Rishi, good morning.
And what can stand
Stranja, good morning. Carmen, Dave,
and who could ever
Aaron, Simon, good morning to you. Paul Roop, how are you going, my brother?
stand against?
How's your first day? Hey, Nigel, good morning. Afrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Beverly, good morning. Kamala, Samlal Singh, a pleasant good morning to you. Elizabeth.
God, you are higher than any.
Hey, Janelle, good morning to you.
Our God is healer.
Donna, good morning. Kendrick. Hey, Just School, good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God.
Marie Amen, how are you going, love? A pleasant good morning to you. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Baby. Good morning to Baby. Teacher Balmain. Vidya in Vancouver. Marilyn Ceteran, a pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, good morning to you. Kiva. Baptiste, a pleasant good morning, Desmond. Roll Prasad, good morning. Rajesh Shamaru, good morning to you. July, Palu, good morning. Hey, David Perry, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Ann Williams, good morning. Wendy and John, good morning to you. Hey, Radek, Hillary, a pleasant good morning to you. Diana, good morning. Bujam John, good morning. Frank Andy Babulal, good morning. Hey, Donna Lewis, good morning. Hey, Renal, good morning to you. Gloria Escala, pleasant good morning to you. Krishna, how are you going? Trini Nairo, good morning. Zibriangani, a pleasant good morning to you. Sukdev, good morning.
Into the darkness you shine.
Ashmir, good morning to you.
Ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Hey, 007, good morning, Rolly. Good morning. Hey, Stefan, good morning. Princess Tong, good morning to you.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher.
Judy Ali, good morning.
Our God is healer.
Tara, Brandon, good morning. Tara, out there, Q-Up, good morning to you too up on the hill day. Rajinta Maraj, good morning. Angela, good morning. Mina Steiner, out there in Austria, good morning to you.
Into the darkness you shine.
Ethelbert, Duke, good morning to you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the whole of Tobago and all my brothers and sisters that look on to us in Tobago. Good morning to you. Sonita, good morning. Crystal Fernandez, good morning. Rambaran, a pleasant good morning. Anne Brown here, good morning to you.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than me.
Majid Ali, good morning. Jason Jeffries, good morning.
Awesome and
Gail, a pleasant good morning to you. Jagroup, good morning.
our God
Winston McKenzie, good morning.
is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than the other. Our God is healer.
Hey, Jairad Singh, a pleasant good morning. Sitaram.
Our God.
A pleasant good morning to all my Hindu brothers and sisters, Christian brothers and sisters, Muslim brothers and sisters, all the imams, all the pundits, all the pastor, priests,
God is for us. And who could
and look onto the ground report. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you.
us? And what can stand against? And if for God
Aldwin Edwards, good morning to you.
could ever stop,
Rick Lutchman, good morning. Cassie Williams, good morning to you.
what can stand against?
Baby Rampasad, good morning. Carmen.
Stand against.
Sharon Rampasad, good morning to you. Vishnu Gopal, good morning. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Joel Alhazel, good morning. Selwyn Lopez, good morning to you. Davey, yeah, don't say that. I ain't see Roach. Sheldon Roach, good morning. Hey, Naresh, good morning.
Into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you.
Mary V. Granadu, good morning to you out there in New York.
Like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you.
Hey, Paloman Mantino, good morning to you. Mr. Abraham, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Petra, love, good morning. Mina Stein, I tell you morning already. Ruben, good morning. All Taras, Tara, good morning. That's Howie, good morning to you. Mr. Mike, good morning to you. Hey, Tracy Thomas, good morning.
Into the darkness.
Brandon, good morning to you. Brandon, good morning to you, in fact.
As we rise, there's no one like you.
Kabul, how are you going? Pringala Mohan, good morning, Jesse.
Like you.
Anthony, good morning. Radhika, good morning to you.
My God is greater. My God is stronger. God, you are higher than the
All Andys, good morning. Miss Cooper, good morning.
awesome in power. Our God.
Joyce Ram, good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than the other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
I think I seen Karen Nagzan. 3690, a pleasant good morning to you.
God is for us, and who could ever
Hey, Selvin Lopez, good morning.
if our God is with
Don Arilal, good morning to you. I ain't see you a while. Hoodie, good morning. Audrey, how you going? Ann Munsami, what's up?
us? And if our
Yeah, let me good morning to Felix and Wall Street.
God stands,
Wall Street and me had a very long conversation over the weekend, man. Good morning, Wall Street. Hey, Ashmil Khan, good morning. Stanford Thomas, good morning. Annie, good morning. Radha, good morning. Sandra Mohan, good morning.
our God is greater,
Jason Abraham, good morning.
stronger
Emma, Mary, a pleasant good morning to you.
than the other. Our God is healer, awesome in power.
Hey, Donna Gockens, a pleasant good morning to you.
Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than
Hey, Jahad Singh, a pleasant good morning.
other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God. And if our God
Hey, Mary, good morning to you. Oh boy, I think I tell everybody morning.
is with us, then what can stand against?
Ravi,
If our God
aka Postman.com, good morning.
could ever stop us,
Father, all of you that are local, a pleasant good morning to you.
then what can stand?
Hey, Kishan, good morning to you. Cliff, good morning. Glory, good morning. Oh boy. Hey, Mr. Tunapuna, I will try to call you this morning and see if everything all right with you. Dennis Lawrence's mother, Miss Lawrence, good morning. Miss Lorna, good morning. Angie out in Brooklyn, good morning. Mama Juice, a pleasant good morning to you. and Faye, good morning to you. Big Ram, good morning.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the dark.
Oh boy, let me organize and hook up the Bluetooth to make sure I can get you all voice notes and you all WhatsApp calls. What's on you all front burner this morning? Yes. How was your weekend? What's on your mind? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Let us know, let us know, let us know.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Hey, Valerie, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Samid, good morning to you. Hey, Sandy Jones, good morning. Santa Cruz number 2, a pleasant good morning to you. John Hernandez, good morning to you. Hey, Glenn Lee, good morning.
For us.
Jimmy Ramcrit, a pleasant good morning to you.
And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand
Hey,
against.
good morning to you, Rishi. Wear purple, man, wear purple. Peter Samuel, good morning.
Our God is great.
Hey, Miss Mohet, a pleasant good morning to you, MP Mohet.
Are higher than any other. Our God is healer.
Mammy Rodbrook, a pleasant good morning to you.
Our God.
Mr. COP, good morning to you, my brother. Jenny, good morning.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer.
Master Groove, good morning to you. Tell Christian Ali, good morning already. Hey, Adam, audience and the Grandy, good morning.
Our God is for us. Then who could ever stop
Pastor John, good morning. Mr. Barapo, good morning.
us?
Mr. Timothy, good morning. Felix, how you going, my brother? Good morning to you.
For us. Then who could ever stop us?
Kenneth, good morning.
God is with
Mr. Karnaz, a pleasant good morning to you. Leon Charles, good morning. Rajan, good morning. Bossman, what problem you have? I see you sending voice note early. What problem you have early this morning, Bossman? Calvin Philip, good morning. Glory out there in Cash Castle Gardens, good morning. Curtis, how we going? Wayne, ex-police, good morning to you. Do that, Mohan. Oh, they lost Lomas. Good morning to you, my brother. The Iron Lady, man. Gary out there in Point. Good morning, Gary. Mother Bunny, good morning to you. Silver Fox, all of you. Hey, Jennifer Mitchell, good morning. Hey, Jacqueline Sammy, good morning to you.
Into the darkness you shine.
Franklin Charles, good morning, my brother.
Out of the
Hey, Johnny C. Passat, good morning to you.
there's no one like you.
Dwight Noel, good morning. Hey, Mr. Mitchell, good morning to you. Norris, how you going, partner, Norris? Good morning, Norris.
Our God is stronger. God, you are
Mr. Ramnarain, good morning. Aresh, Nicholas, Ramnarain too. His son, good morning. I don't call Mr. Ramnarain too, see how he going. That's some of them I don't really call. See how they going, man.
into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you.
Hey, Savi, how you going?
God is greater.
Roma Price, good morning to you.
God, you are higher than
Hey, Shahid, good morning.
our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Hey, Mr. Tabakit,
Our God
how you going? Dave and Deborah, good morning to you.
is greater. Our
Hey,
God
Selwyn Goodridge, Downridge, good morning.
higher than
Hey, Mr. Scoops out there in good morning. Toko, good morning. Beulah, what's up?
awesome in power. Our God.
Don't tell you all for Psalm morning already. Hey, Peter Kwashi. Hey, better know that. Reporter, good morning, reporter. Tony, all of you that are looking, good morning.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand?
Nice.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
Bang, bang, bang.
Officer Shabadi of the Police Youth Club, good morning to you. Of the St. James Police Youth Club, good morning.
Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are
Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Neil De Silva there in Valencia, West Council. Neil De Silva, good morning.
our God is
Delia, good morning.
awesome in
Dana, good morning. KK, what's up? Nasser Hussein, good morning to you. Karen Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Denver Mohan, good morning. Fat Boy, where's he seen? Carlos, how we going?
God, you are higher than
Can we read all of you? Good morning to you.
our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God,
Dennis C. Paul, good morning to you. And Journey, good morning to you.
and if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us,
Lauren Dzinski, good morning to you.
and if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. Yeah, and Kevin Ramnarine asked me to pose a question. I want me to ask a question. So you the public, you the people of Trinidad and Tobago, you the public. What has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? Again, I'm asking you the question. That question comes from former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. Trinidad and Tobago. What has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? That question comes from the former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine.
Bang, 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 bang.
So if any one of you can tell me, well, I look forward in hearing from you, what? So if any PNM person or opposition supporter that just hate progress, you all getting a legitimate, Monica, good morning. You all getting a legitimate question in all the direction. To all of you that's saying Venezuela is my neighbor, Venezuela this, Venezuela that. My question to you, the PNM supporters, again is coming from former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. Let me just read what the question he asks to ask you all again. And all you, Patricia Reed, could you please answer that? What the next one name? Ravi Nanan. Could you please answer that? Who else? Who else is about that the UNC government and Kamala can't do nothing good? All day. Very good question from the former Energy Minister. Kevin Ramnarine, Mr. Kevin Ramnarine, thanks so much. So again, could any PNM supporter sorry for Venezuela, back in Venezuela over your own country, Trinidad and Tobago, can you all please tell me, answer this question coming from the Honorable former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine? Question is, coming from Kevin Ramnarine, is what has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? Roseman, good morning to you. That is a very good question. Rick, good morning. Bossman, could you please answer that too? I forget to call. Only tell me about all the people. Oh yes, thank you, Rick. Plenty earlier. Right up there for me quick on social media. The people that had posed those questions too, that supporting Venezuela. Right? Rick say, ask Bossman. Bossman, what have Venezuela contributed to the progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? Reed, answer that too. Rafi Nanan, answer that too. Only if I forget any one of them people that just always looks in the bar and rather to lie and not tell the truth than to come out and tell the truth. It has somebody that living away, that living in the basement that are going to I go say it. Slimy, instead of being on Andy, answer that too. What? Big question from former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. What has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? The next big question will be what United States of America contributed to the development and progress. But for now, the question that former Minister Kevin Ramnarine are asking, or let me if I miss anybody to ask. that question. We don't know. I asked it to Ravi Nanan. We don't know Patricia Reed. We don't know. We asking the boss man that. Let him break it down for us. Who else am missing to ask that question? Hey, my contribution fella. My controversial partner with his call. But laugh, but he supporting no. But he just like to be very controversial. Answer that question now. What have Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago? Please. And if you all can hint me, who else I need to ask that question will be very, very important. Let me ask them that big question.
Andy, good morning. Andy, I think those people calling or leave a voice message and they talking etc. rubbish about bosses at this and that, and they're not getting to the point of what Venezuela contributes to Trinidad. Okay? If they don't get to the point directly, just cut them off. You don't want to hear the voice. You don't want to hear the voice. Cut them off because you're just wasting your time. Let them get to the point. I stop talking about bosses in forestry and bosses in Saturn and so on. Etc. rubbish. Okay? Andy, I'll talk to you later then. Morning.
All right. Thank you very much. Inga, read. Okay, love. Okay. I hear you. Good morning to you. Natalie, good morning to you. Tom Ford, good morning. Roseman, good morning to you. Who am I so? Clayton. Yeah, Clinton Clark, good morning. D'Souza, good morning to you. Hoodie, all of you. Tom Ford. Just School, now see Raquel, good morning. Sandy Jones, how are you going? Jill Monroe, you have been long. I ain't calling him long time. Roger Maharaj, good morning, Maharaj. Morning, Roger. Hey, Davy Samaraj, good morning. Hey, Ramona Singh, good morning. Hey, Tommy Mohammed, good morning to you. Yes, Rick, I asked Bossman already. Marlene, good morning. All right, Inga. But it's the first time I've seen this name at Inga Red. Good morning. I'll try to hold on the voice a little. By the passion in my girl. By the passion. All right, Inga. Hey, Jubeti, Harilal, good morning. Hey, Ramana, Lotsman, good morning. Desmond Khan, good morning. Bernadette, how are you going? Good morning. All Bernadette RK2. And Jackman, I ain't see you there, girl. Good morning to you. All right. Well, Inga, which is a new person. I like that. I like to talk. I like how you're new. You know, so see how you're new. You maybe don't know. Well, that is my little passion. When my passion take me, my voice is raised. But I will keep down the voice to read your comment. So Inga read comment is Venezuela/USA nothing. So Inga, I signed to read in early in the game now. I signed to read through you. The Honorable former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine asked a simple question. A simple question that Mr. Ramnarine asks. All right, look at here. What has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? Inga Reed, I believe you are correct with the nothing. They see the USA nothing. That's not truth. So look at, as a new person, that look the pit bull listening to. And I ain't buff you up and get on with you and I drop my voice because I'm a man of great humility. Meaning, I know when to say sorry, I'm wrong. I know to behave, time and place for everything. I know when to behave, how to behave, and all those various things. But for a new person, come on at Inga Reed M5U, you're not being honest with the thousands of people that are locked on online right now that take parts of the morning program. Well, welcome, Miss Inga Reed. Welcome him or her. Because I have no picture for me to be able to say who is that, right? So welcome him or her, right? So you're correct, Venezuela nothing, but USA contributed nothing to us. Trinidad and Tobago, that's not true.
Bang, 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 bang,
Assure you have family that is in United States. Assure you and all must be benefited from United States. Because if you benefited from Trinidad and Tobago, you benefited from United States. Right, Patricia Reed, I see you up and up. I see you up. And you're saying morning to all. I'm waiting for you to answer the question, eh? What have Venezuela from the former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine? What has Venezuela? I want to make sure I say it exactly. Read this question exactly how we sent it. Nice to all of you. What has Venezuela contributed to the development and the progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? Bernard Motu, good morning. Bossman, I'm waiting for your voice note on that. Ravi Nanan, I'm waiting. Patricia Reed, I'm waiting to your answer. Michael Scotland, good morning. Now see you. $33.83, answer the question. Who is $33.83? Let me go quick and see who is $33.83. $33.83, answer the question. Who asked? Who asked $33.83? Answer the question. Who asked it? Michael. Michael is asking $33.83 to answer the or $33.83. Don't bring Jesus into this. You and that question. You and that question. Oh, what is it talking about? I ain't too sure. But I know he asked $33.83 to answer whatever question. So that means $33.83 giving trouble. Right, but while going down, let me see if I've seen $33.83. Right, Patricia Reed, where answer? Tell Kevin don't play smart with foolishness. How long Venny under sanction? Former Minister Kevin, I hope you're listening. That Patricia Reed. That is a whole trap, Mr. Ramnarine. So you hear where she say? She said, tell, let me tell you. Minister, former Minister Kevin, she said, don't play smart with foolishness. How long now Venezuela is under a sanction? Right. Devon Maraj, good morning. Who else? Let me see who else. If Ravi Nanan join here to answer that question. We did not need Venny. But our fields are now old. So we did not need Venny before, but our fields are now old. I Patricia Reed, former minister. And what else? What else? Just cool. Venezuela contributed to Trinidad and Tobago. Prostitutes, guns, drugs, tens of thousands of illegal immigrants, and plenty more of nothing. That is Dress School. Dress School is saying that's what's... Dress School is easy, no? Oh, Lord. Dress School say Venezuela contributed a set of prostitutes, drugs and guns, tens of thousands of illegal immigrants. On you, Miss Reed. Like how I drop the voice. So answer the question direct and truthful. Ask Kevin what he did in the way of deals during his term. Boy, Kevin Ramnarine rack up some nice deals. When we lose the elections, the PNM government come and benefit from that about 3-4 years after, boy. No. Don't do with that. Don't do with that. Be fair. Don't do with that. Don't do with that. Yeah, be fair. Oh boy. Only believe I'm trying to organize to get Mr. Ramnarine on to mention all what he have done in his tenure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, all right, Mr. Ramarine. Yeah. Let me continue some voice notes by the time. Let me continue some voice notes. Oh boy. Let me continue some voice notes there, man.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Andy, first, I want to address Anderson Wilson. You must look for that quote by Maya Angelou about like air I will rise. You can drag me how much you want. I will always rise above you. You are garbage in, garbage out. Nothing good comes from your mouth. Nobody wants to hear from you. You want to come and ridicule my sada roti? At least I have something I ain't a loafer. I don't have to be begging for something to eat. So the Prime Minister don't eat sada roti. Monilal, Jolly John, and Khadija Amin, who is be boasting about, they don't eat sada roti. And I sure if you're hungry belly, get a piece of sada roti with a nice butter and cheese, you're going to very well hung the dung. Don't come here boasting about Haagen-Dazs and Kentucky or whatever. Right? That's empty boast. And Andy, am I the only person that's coming and beg for water? Thousands of people don't call this program and other program asking for water. But because he had two big tanks on the beat, I don't know if he's stealing water, but I pay my bills. And if I pay my bills and I'm not getting water, I'm damn well going to talk about it. You hear? I am going to talk about it. Because it's unfair to be paying for water and you're not getting. I have 400 gallon tanks and 1,000 gallon. Right? Some days we're not getting water. When you don't get water for days to fill back up the tank, what is going to happen? You could boast how much you want. That's why PNM leave the sewer for you to smell it. You feel that you could stink me up? You can't stink me up, Anderson. Because like you, I will rise. You vexed because people calling your nephew name. Right? But he put himself in the political arena. And when he want to play deaf, dumb, and blind and stupid, he is going to get it. He is going to get it. You're talking about he's a citizen of this country and if you get a HDC house, but you never answer Wall Street, right? When Wall Street was asking you, how many people applied before Kareem, right? So if you want to come and know my qualifications, I'll tell you one thing. UE did not lower my standard for me to get a degree. I worked hard from all my certificates. All my certificates, and I don't owe you any explanation. I sent in my Mrs. Prasad Bisesa, the Prime Minister, requested my resume, and I sent it into her. And she was very satisfied with it. I have no explanation to give a deadbeat like you. So you want to come after me, Anderson? The gloves are off. I am not afraid of you. You're a bully. You're a foul-mouthed bully. And I don't care about you. Anybody who wrecked this country is going to get it. Whether it's your nephew, whether it's them talk show hosts, whether it's who. And you could go, I know you can't come here and back talk me. You can't go on Wall Street and say nothing about me again. Right? And you could go on other stations. It really don't bother me. The more you talk about me is the more it gives me spiritual strength to carry on and do my job. And I'm going to tell you something before I leave. You ain't getting nothing for Christmas. You ain't getting nothing. So you could talk how much you want. You will see. You will sit down here and see other people, other activists get in, and you wouldn't get nothing. I'm telling you that because of your mouth. You continue coming after me. You want to know my qualifications, but what you have? What you have? Some rum and some punch of creamer? And the 4 male wheat plant that Rowley gave all you? I am more than that. I always have money in my pocket and food in my house. I don't have to beg nobody for anything. So when you see you want to come after me, bring it on. Because you're a bully and I am not afraid of you. Andy, thank you for giving me this opportunity to say what it is I have to say. Oh, and by the way, I done make saddle roti and roast melon and choker. Right? Let him laugh at that too. Let him laugh. You know what money people pay outside for that? You know what money? But when I was giving him, helping him with school books and for the children, he didn't know what I was. That's why Log Circular and stop giving him anything, because everybody know the type of person he is. So go and drink your empty boss. You will sit down here and see other people of you. Andy, thank you for giving me this opportunity to say what it is I have to say. Oh, and by the way, I done make saddle roti and roast melon and choker. Right? Let him laugh at that too. Let him laugh. You know what money people pay outside for that? You know what money? But when I was giving him, helping him with school books and for the children, he didn't know what I was. That's why Log Circular and stop giving him anything, because
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time check. It's at 24 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. You're studying the Pitbull
Yes,
Radio.
Andy.
What's on your front burner this morning? What's supposed to make news that not making
Andy,
news?
okay, Andy, good morning. You hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear,
Are you
Beulah.
hearing me?
Yes, Beulah, go ahead.
Okay, Miss Santa Cruz, take 1,000% clap for that. You know, like how Wall Streeters do it. Clap here. You're so right. You're so right. I agree with you 1,000%. And Patricia Reed, she's another one too. This past judgment on Indian people, food and things like that. And at the end of the day, all of them, just run and eat it. Buy it and eat it. Right? And that is something I don't like. That condemnation all you have on Indian people and the food. If all these rich people go like how Miss Santa Cruz say, like, you know, all these ice cream big place and thing and buy the ice cream and the KFC and the big name thing. If all you could afford it. But please do not come on the Ground Report and any other station and beg for help, because we see clearly that you all can afford the high class food and not the street food, which is the doubles and the aloo pie and the sahina and the sada roti and all them things. When all you're hungry, all you know where to go, right? I am saying that too, and I agree with Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Santa Cruz, don't let nobody bully you, right? You're a woman and your credentials, you work hard for it. You studied and you work hard for it, unlike other people, right? And this thing shouldn't be vexed with you for that. Plain talk, bad manners. And I agree with Just School too. I was listening to your the comments that you was reading out. I agree with Just School 1,000% to Just School. You deserve a clap and an applaud for that, right? It's only the dunce will come in the program and deter the program from the truth. right? With the lies and the baloney, like Judge Judy they say, baloney,
Yeah,
right?
listen.
Uh-huh.
Just one
Uh-huh.
thing, right? Because it would be unfair fine thing. Patricia Reed is saying, well, technically he's saying, oh Lord, cat lady, you ever hear me talk about food? And the next thing he sent the next one saying, she sent the next one saying, Andy, tell cat lady don't lie on me now. Right? I really never hear Patricia Reed talking about food or talking Indian food. I never hear it. You might be, because remember not all the time I be paying attention. Or I never really see she writing anything like that. So cat lady is saying, please don't lie on
cat
it.
lady.
Don't lie on she.
Right, okay. Patricia,
yeah.
Patricia, I still love you, Patricia, but yes, sorry, I mistaken you for someone else. Sorry about that, Patricia Reed. I did mistaken you. Sorry about that. And I still love you, Patricia Reed, you know, although we just jam one another and thing, and you tell me what do you obia and all kind of thing. I don't do nobody obia, Patricia Reed. I love you with the love of the Lord. And, you know, I just bring it biblically and plain talk. I rebuke all generational curses and stuff like that and send it straight to the pit of hell. I cast it out in the name of Jesus because that is the power and authority that God has given us. Just as Auntie Campbell, she governed this country with power and authority and she have no fear, right? And if you get through with them.
You know what I like Mommy Beulah? Well, Patricia Reed say nice and she laugh and she say thanks. But what's the difference? And I want Patricia Reed and all the rest out there that supports the PNM and have this kind of bullish way and all of thing. Look at how our dearly Beulah is a woman of great humility. She realized she make a mistake, and that is how UNC people is do it. They realize they make a mistake, they say, hey, all right, I sorry about that, thing, whatever. Compared to a PNM person, it's not a matter of mistake. They're lying, they're getting corrected. You go bring them the facts. Miss Santa Cruz go bring them the facts. I go tell them that don't stupidness. And yet still, you know, they will never, like how you do it there, put the tail between the leg and say, hey, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Them don't operate so, you know. Them just go down, you know.
Yeah, because that you see, that is being bullied. But when you say sorry and, you know, I apologize and things like that, you see, God honors that. That being humble. But you see, pride goeth before a fall and a haughty spirit before destruction. And clearly we could see what Venezuela going through, and we could see what St. Vincent going through. I see St. Vincent now running with the code. Yellow is the code now. And I give them a clap for that too. You understand? Because these governments, they have a haughty spirit, and that will go before destruction. They need to humble themselves, and you would see what God would do in the countries. You see, the Bible says, if my people which are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and seek my face, he said, then I will hear from heaven and I will heal their land and I will bless the nation. But they're not doing that. It's about power and money, power and money. Okay, Andy, I'll leave you with that, hon.
Andy, voice note number 2. Now Ralph Gonzalez gone on his political platform to talk about the opposition in St. Vincent and the Grenadines siding with the UNC. Right? Is Maduro after the UNC? Is Ralph Gonzalez after the UNC? Is the Dominican Prime Minister after the UNC because he come here to campaign? Oh, Rowley's a good man. And talking about Rowley, I see the opposition leader number 20 having a press conference today from the former office of the Prime Minister. No, he should have said former. Rowley don't know how irrelevant he is in this country. But I kept saying, and I said it on Friday, Penny, watch your back. Look who's stabbing you in the back. The man don't want you. The man trying all how to get you out to put back in young lie. You remember that 11-9? And then automatically to the 2020. And you say, I put my party first. But like people was closing the fridge door when you say that. But it's good for you. You're trying to undermine. You and the other 19 opposition leaders trying to undermine this present government. Look who undermining you now. The hole that you're digging for people. Look who digging one for you. Right? And I am going to say it again. Anil is being attacked because of what he exposed with Karim Marcel and the Ralph Gonzalez and PNMites, right? They're not seeing something wrong in that. How many PNMites, right, paying $2,750 a month mortgage for a 1.3 million apartment rent to own? How many? Oh God, all you wise up now. Use the great matter that God gave all you and think. I know it's hard to think, but try now. Right? And they break it up, all kind of old video with Anil and all kind of things. But they ain't facing Anil. They ain't facing Anil. When they want to dig up thing on Anil, they must try digging up thing on themselves. To see all who hands dirty. And I still want to find out who is the talk show host that was receiving $9,000 a month from the Ghost URP project. Who it is? Dig up the video on that. Dig it up. All you feel, all you can bring down people. But the same all they digging for people, all they going to fall into it. Or everyone or all you. So, the more all you come after people, and people in this government, is the worse for you. And when all you want to talk about David Lee before the court or whatever, Faris did worse than David Lee. And one day, Andy, you must interview Anil again about Faris and the two cars. Right? And allegations are, he gave one, not sell it, he gave one after buying it tax-free from the government to Kewal Singh. And when you repeating one here, allegations, is it true? But they want to talk about David Lee, you see, because they feel that nobody from the PNM is before the courts, they are innocent. The bank reported Camille Robinson Regis to the FIU about not declaring her source of income, and all you want to come and tell me nobody from the PNM before the court are they innocent? You're right. You're right. Andy, have a good morning later. Andy, good morning again to you, Lennox newbie, Mikey, and to everybody. Beulah, you were not off with Patricia Reid? Because yesterday she told me I eaten and filling my belly, and so much of people going home, right? But Patricia Reid didn't have a problem when the talk show host was filling she belly with $9,000 a month from the Ghost URP project. She didn't have she didn't have a problem when it has PNMites sitting down in the Sour Lavender Regional Corporation filling the belly and people going home. How many people went home from ArcelorMittal, right? Carony Greens, UTT, CDA, Petrotrain, and the list goes on and on. She didn't have a problem when PNM was filling the belly and PNM sent home all these people. No, she didn't have a problem with that. But they have a problem with me being on a skateboard because you would swear, Andy, it's a king ransom we getting. It's not that we serving the country, you know, right? No, it's a king's ransom we getting. But I have news for them, right? If it is at all, they were seeing it as money and not helping the country, that's all your problem, not my own. When Google and all of them was eating a food, you didn't have a problem, but all you have a problem with me, all you. Let me tell all you something, all you, you, Anderson, all who have a problem with me, and take it to Dr. Phil. I am absolutely sure Dr. Phil will find a solution to all your problem. You hear? And I don't care about anyone or you. I was asked to serve my country, and I stepped up to the plate. And I am going to give it my best shot, and I'm going to do the best that I can do. And none of all you, not one of all you can take that from me. So sit down there and let it eat all you like a cancer. I don't care. Thanks a lot, Andy.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Morning, gentlemen. A blessed day to you all. I hope your weekend was good. Well. Let Patricia Reed and all those non-believers who don't know what to talk, who don't know anything at all. It's because of a MOCO, American company, tech chaperones down here, right? That helped build Trinidad and Tobago. What Venezuela has given to us, no, they were selling the oil and they what they have to, right? But they weren't building our economy. In fact, when things were going good with us down here, we built the economy like going Margarita regularly for a year and going to bring back cheap clothes and selling. So we built the economy too. But they never built the economy to the extent that the oil companies did. So we have to depend on America and still depend on America because they have interest down here in Trinidad and Tobago. And it will even get better when America gets rid of Maduro if he leaves on his own, or they get rid of him somehow. The whole Caribbean will be a better place where we will be able to supply plenty oil and gas, right? And about all the technologies you're looking at. So whoever doubting and thinking about what Venezuela has done for this Trinidad and Tobago, nothing to the extent of what America has done for us, and they keep on doing, helping us. Okay, gentlemen, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Oh boy. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Joel Mohan and his wife. A pleasant good morning to both of you. So before I go to any other voice notes, also Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. The Honorable former Minister Kevin Ramnarine had sent a message this morning for me to ask the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to ask Patricia Reed, to ask Ban, to ask Ravi Nanan, to ask the bossman, to ask all the people that always have an issue when it coming to Trinidad and Tobago, that we will deem as traitors. They would rather stand up and hip hip for Venezuela than to be saying, hooray Trinidad, my country. His question to everybody out there was, let me just read that there for you there quick. Especially to those naysayers and them. Kevin Ramnarine, former energy minister, question this morning that he sent again was, what has Venezuela contributed to the development and progress of Trinidad and Tobago since 1962? That was the question that he asked. But then it have somebody sent back a message to the honorable former minister, right? Let me just read back that message saying, because he is locked on, he is listening. The person said, it was Kevin Ramnarine. Let me get it quick. So that is a question that, because at the end of the day, the man is a professional, the man has degrees, the man have his experience, And I wonder if it gone. But the question that my people and see who does it send that question, where I go find it? I go find it there now. I will find it there. No. Just give me one more. Right, boom. Right. One more. I wonder who did. If I remember who sent the question, but I will find it here now. That they asked, all right, if I can get under 10 seconds, well, now it's like it gone. Right, but the question was alongside the line of towards Kevin Ramnarine, former minister, on the grounds of did Guyana paid him 20,000 US or something so to develop some map or energy secure future roadmap for Guyana or if it go. And why I wanted to read out the question is because I don't see no problem with that. If Lennox Smith is a professional and good at what he do, Ghana will want Lennox Smith's professionalism in order to, because Lennox Smith work have a proven record. So I don't see, so I just wanted that for people to see how dumb some people is think now. You understand? All right, Lennox, well, you know what direction I'm coming from. And could you be able to name some of the things, Lennox Smith, that UNC, that the PNM benefited from, based on what Kevin Ramnarine did before he go? I think I hear you yourself was talking about that, how PNM benefited from certain things that Kevin Ramnarine did do before he go. Some gas thing or something, and they say that's where the money coming from now. And PNM was saying something about, look at how they give anything cheap or some kind of something, so you're selling us. But go ahead, Lennox Smith. Good morning to you.
Yes, indeed, of course. A pleasant morning to all and such. Are you hearing me loud and clear, man?
Loud and clear, Lennox Smith.
Yes, indeed, of course. A pleasant good morning to all and sundry. Once again, East, West, North, South, Central, or Friends of Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web on the #1 program on mornings, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but in the region. Clearly, St. Vincent in particular have tuned in because, of course, of who we are and the fact that we are unadulteratedly pure and factual, and of course, in the hemisphere and in the world. Yes, of course. Well, I just want to say that, of course, oil was discovered in Trinidad and Tobago in 1866. Yes, that's how far we are, a very old province. And then, of course, the first well was drilled in that same year as well. But, of course, the commercial production began in 1908. So we are a pretty old province. But, of course, all of that was done by, of course, the Americans. In fact, Walter Darwent is the man who has been hailed to be responsible for the oil discovery in Trinidad and Tobago, having, of course, done that in the Aripiro, of course, estate. Aripiro estate. All right, so that being as it may, I think that's a brief history. In terms of the last part of your question, Kevin Ramnarine, of course, he has been hailed as a very productive and a very useful minister of energy, having regard to the fact that he was able to renegotiate several of the oil deals, and at the same time, I think most importantly is the expansion around 2014, thereabout 2013, 2014, where of course there was heightened drilling for the discovery of more oil, and that input by under the auspices of him being, of course, the Minister of Energy then, the PNM benefited about 3 years later. They wouldn't like us to say that, but those are the facts. Because when Rowley was quarreling in 2015 that he got a raw deal and that, of course, the price of oil was reduced and so on. That is no fact. That is nothing, should I say, the cause of which must be ascribed to the previous administration. That is the vicissitude of the price of oil as it normally would do based on market forces. If you have a flood, well, then of course you have a reduction in the price. If you have, of course, a scarcity, you have an increase in prices. And unfortunately, Kamala Prasad Bisasa had the commencement of a reduction in 2014 when of course oil prices was reduced by almost half, and she had to ask all of the ministries to cut their budgets by almost half as well. No, not half, but take away $10 million from each ministry, except the Ministry of Social Development. I remember that very distinctly. The Ministry, in fact, of the People and Social Development. When Rowley came in, of course, that decline continued, and he was complaining all over the place, suggested that somehow the UNC had the ability to control international prices and so on. But by 2015, 2016, 2017, prices, production of oil continued to soar, and that was as a consequence of the input under the auspices of Kevin Ramnarine as Minister of Energy. So whilst, of course, if the price of a commodity has fallen, it doesn't matter whether it's oil or not, but if it has fallen, it means therefore you will get less revenue. However, what that does is trigger the further production or the increase or the augmenting of production. If it was for the PNM alone, we would have never had an augmenting in production, and thus, of course, in a way offsetting the reduction in the price of the particular commodity. In this case, of course, is that of oil and gas. So there is where he has distinguished himself in terms of being able to be adaptive. And I want to say that ramping up of the expansion and the increasing and in drilling for and search of oil and gas came in spite of the fact that around 2008, when the highest amount of money was made in Trinidad and Tobago from oil and gas, obviously the PNM and Rowley and Manning would have been in charge of the country's management. However, they did not focus, they didn't have the foresight to, with the largesse that came in there, to do what? To ramp up, to encourage the increase in production of oil and gas by, of course, encouraging these upstreamers, whether it be Amoco and all of the other players that came here to increase their production, so that you would have had more money coming out from the higher price. Now that the price has been lowered by 2015, all Rowley was doing is complaining. And then when he got the benefit of Ramnarine's intervention around 2013, and now, of course, he being in office, Rowley and the PNM in office in 2017, he will not give credit to Kevin Ramnarine at all. He will give credit to something else that is amorphous and, of course, even up to today, inexplicable. It came from out of the blues just so. So I am not fazed or in any way impressed with anybody who is saying that Kevin Ramnarine did not do or was not a very superlative compared to at least what the PNM would have produce subsequently in terms of performance and in terms of making sure that the energy sector continued to be the mainstay and producing some 80% of the foreign exchange that we would normally benefit from in order to meet our ability to survive in a world where Trinidad and Tobago really has to depend on imports in order to survive. I'm talking here in terms of food import, for example, some $4 to $6 billion annually, and of course that could have been only sustained when the foresight of a person who is in the Ministry of Energy, like Kevin Ramnarine, created that condition in spite of the vicissitudes of oil prices across the globe in the in the in that particular industry, having regard to the fact that we are a price taker. We are not a member of even OPEC, so our amount is small. But when prices increase, we get a benefit, and when, of course, it is reduced, we also, of course, have to take that fall as well. We saw it, of course, when the war between Ukraine and Russia started. Well, of course, there was suddenly additional $8 billion added. But the government of the day, led by Rowley and the PNM, couldn't take full advantage of it because by that time they mash up the Petrotrin, they fragment it and divided it into several entities. Of course, oil continued to flounder in terms of reduction in production. But what Rowley did not tell us then, that if we had the oil refinery, as Biden had said to his American people, listen, those persons who are in the refining business, please, oh gosh, only making a killing, please, of course, reduce oil price. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, if they had the oil refinery at Pointe-a-Pierre, then that $8 billion could have easily be converted into an additional, maybe doubling that. So 8 and 8 is what, 16? So 16 plus 8, you see the kind of money we would have been talking about. We would have been bathing in money. But myopia and the mismanagement and the corruption, indeed, of the PNM under Rowley in particular, and subsequently very short, that of Stuart Young, has created, of course, the situation where our reserve, by the time they left office on the 28th of April this year, having, of course, gotten into office in 2015, UNC left something like 12 billion US dollars. By the time the PNM left office, having savagely and irreparably almost damaged the economy, damaged our savings, we only had something like 4 billion US out of the 12 billion that they met in 2015. I think that is the brief and the short history of this entire sordid affairs, and that nobody in the right mind will even contemplate or consider the PNM as a viable entity politically and otherwise to take charge of the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. Never again. And that is why we can say categorically and without fear of contradiction, in spite of all of the wishful thinkings of the fanatics and the soothsayers and the 12 plus 1 are talking about the current opposition, that their destiny clearly is to reside in a political dustbin of history, and that is where they will have to end up inevitably, having regard to all of the, I wouldn't call it missteps, but the kind of agitation and the kind of myopic issues that they would have brought to the fore. We just have to look at the panic they created with respect to some war to be started from Port of Spain because of the presence of a warship. Well, there is more today in terms of Trinidad military having joint exercises right now. It started yesterday with the American Marines, and I have not heard the PNM talk at all because they don't want to suffer the same thing, because their credibility took a huge hit because they try to panic the population, let them go and buy this, buy that, stock up because a war coming, and so they have remained extremely silent. In fact, the only thing they have said is that they want to know more. Why did you take that same position then before panicking the population, giving them the impression that some war will start from Trinidad and Tobago? However, on the other hand, the government has remained consistent and solid and, of course, not moving like the Northern Star. and telling the population, don't panic. That has nothing to do. What is happening here is something we are accustomed doing. Has
Yes.
nothing to do with, of course, what is happening in Venezuela between Venezuela and the United States, and it turned out to be true. So the credibility of the PNM continues, of course, to take a tremendous hit, and therefore expediting their journey to the dustbin of political history
Right,
in
but
this country.
Ban say,
Yeah.
Ban
Anything
say,
else?
nah, not really, but Ban say, Trump wants to pull out now. I not. Did you see any indication that America looking to pull out of Venezuela or to move away from the issue dealing with the narco trafficking and all that thing within Venezuela? Because I ain't see no
Not at
indication
all.
that them looking to pull out.
In fact, yeah, not at all. It has expanded because, of course, the Gerald Ford is here, the largest carrier in the world, with, of course, 100. Well, yes, I think is if not at least tens of planes and helicopters, etc., is here. So that doesn't suggest to me that there's a pulling out. There is an intensification to the opposite. And I want to say, our immediate benefit to Trinidad and Tobago one time is that on petrochemical items of agricultural nature coming out from Point Lisas are talking about fertilizer, are talking about ammonia, etc. Well, guess what? The Trump administration has reduced the tariff to zero. So about commodity,
Lennox,
reduce it to zero.
Lennox,
No tariff.
Remember,
for the commodities coming out. Yeah.
Remember,
Whilst
Lennox,
other countries have, of course, sustained the 10% or whatever tariff that they would have imposed for the importation or for the exportation of their commodities into the United States. That is foresight. Kamala Prasad Bissessa, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you have to be put on a pedestal for your diplomacy and your ability to treat with Trinidad and Tobago's interests exclusive to all and sundry, or put another way, excluding all and sundry, whether St. Vincent and any other member of CARICOM.
Right, Lennox, wait. Yeah, where you know, tell me, right? Remember, recently, we was having a problem with a agri-processor plant, Nutrex or some that looking to leave the country, and the government trying to settle because they say business bad, it's a tariff and all them kind of thing, high tariff. Tell the government get them till the end of the year to do what they do, but they have to come back to the table to talk because they can't be getting and using our facilities and the port for free, right? Knowing that recently come out where you're saying, right? Recently.
I talk about days, if not a couple of weeks. Yes.
Right. So that.
And I'm sure that company will now be reconsidering their position. And Trinidad and Tobago, the government, I'm sure, would be in a more advantageous position to encourage, whilst of course not being arrogant and contemptuous like Rowley when he told Salam Mata, listen, I have shareholders too, which is the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and they therefore are sticking my grounds. And then of course they take up the tools and the expertise and the money, and of course the potential for earning foreign exchange and going out of the country, not to return.
Nice. So now I hope that company that would have lose 400 to 600 workers or something. So I hope now that is free, tax free for their chemicals to enter into United States. I hope now they reconsider, handle stories, and hire more people. Hire more Trinbagonians. It is what it is. I saw the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessa and our government, Lennox Smith, had a lot to do with that, knowing that could rack up, that will cause jobs, and maybe communicate to Marco Rubio in order to see if they can get those taxes and things move.
My friend, go to the top of the class. That is not just a perception. It is a quintessential ability to analyze accurately, because it was exactly as a consequence of the meeting with with the Secretary of State when she was in the United States on the mission to address the United Nations, and with her entourage, and that was part of the negotiations, and is now has material. There are others which, of course, we will examine during the course of the program, and largely because of that ability to see in advance and to treat genuinely with Trinidad and Tobago's interests. To hell with the rest.
So
Frankly,
true.
I mean, and I could say that. I know that
So
that,
true.
that would not be diplomatic for them to say, but as a citizen, I would say that Trinidad and Tobago's interest comes first, and I can only benefit when
From
that
that.
is considered and happen, as opposed to Rowley and they seeking other people's interests and not that of Trinidad and Tobago, and put us in the quagmire that, of course, the present administration inherited after the 28th of April this year.
Nice. Right. Johnny is saying Andy is only a blind man would think or say that. And what he's talking about is say that Johnny said that his statement, Andy, my comment is with regards to the statement made that Trump is backing down. So Johnny is saying, whoever so foolish to think Trump is backing down or America is backing off, well then that big ship, as Lennox Smith say, went to reach here. Right. Ban is saying, lying to all yourself, Trump tariff have failed. It is why he is pulling back now. Again, let's continue. So we have Ban earlier, we have Patricia Reed, we have Ravi Nanan, we have Bossman, and we don't mind. We want to hear them. Yeah, we want to hear them within.
I'm glad that caller. I don't want to say misinformed or try to misrepresent. I don't want to accuse him of that, except to say that, remember, there was a debate on this program with respect to India, and India's standing its grounds and fighting back in terms of tariff that would have been ascribed to it by the Trump administration. Well, let me tell you this. India has now decided, one, and they have started the process of importing more oil from the United States. One. Two, they have decided to reduce their imports from Russia. From Russia, yes. And of course, I think there's a technical issue that they have been able to sift out in the whole process. I think wise companies associated with Russia would have been sanctioned. I think there's a technicality where countries, even where entities doing business with Russia, the Indians have found a way to still do business with them, and thus, in that sense, indirectly, still getting Russian oil imports. But of course, I'm sure that over time that will be settled out. But the point I am making is that those who said that India would not succumb to America's dictate via sanctions that they would have imposed has turned out to be an absolute, what I consider to be miscalculation. And I'm being so generous here.
Oh boy. Nice. So let's go to the lines. Donovan Garcia, pleasant good morning to you. All of you. Mina Rodriguez. Hey, Susan Bootman, good morning, Mommy Juice. Yo, call me after the program, Mommy Juice. Right, and good morning to all the new people that look onto the #1 program, The Ground Report. Mr. Maraj, good morning to you. All the new people that are locked onto The Ground Report, a pleasant good morning to you. Camille. Good morning. Camille Jack, good morning. Good morning to all of you that look onto us in from Tobago too. Good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to The Ground Report. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let our other natives know out there what program they need to listen to get all the relevant information right out of Trinidad and Tobago, right? And all of you is patriots. Although you all live somewhere else, you all are still patriotic to your country, Trinidad and Tobago. You all still love your country, Trinidad and Tobago, and kudos to each and every one of you that going down. That is other citizens, citizens of other countries now, but still remember where all come from. Kudos to all of you all. All of you are real patriots, because at the end of the day, all they still stand up for the people of Trinidad and Tobago and for all their country, compared to people that living in Trinidad, supporting Venezuela, supporting the Caribbean, St. Vincent. Anything against us, it are people supporting. Imagine that. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from, and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Mikey. Pleasant good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. And I have to be at my best behavior because I have a matter to call anytime soon this week. So I have to choose my words. Spanishly now. But and then
oh God, earlier we had a prayer that we boy KFC earlier at the end of the day. Oh Lord, please touch that magistrate, that judge hand. Give our boy KFC an opportunity. He have a young daughter to live his life, a young child to live his life. Oh,
Lennox, and then Lennox, where about the judge, you know? Lennox, what I said the thing Friday, the boy, go on by, you 30 person, boy?
Oh,
Lennox?
in here, but we go talk.
Let me hear again.
Yeah, no, go ahead, KFC.
Friday, I sent some information there, but I sent you a number. There was a 30 person who close to the judge and who sitting around the ground.
No, I didn't, but I'll do it this morning. All right?
All right. Yeah,
Okay,
must say congratulations to you, Honorable Prime Minister Trinidad and Tobago for going out and meeting Mark Rubio and waving the ban. So that is a step in the right direction. But right now, I see Donald Trump and Maduro looking to have a talk. So that's the dragon will blow. They see Ottawa. Ottawa. I see the American soldiers here to come to train them obese soldiers and them who lie down in the barbs down there, only eating a set of food, getting big and fat. Let them run down the barbs, run up the hill and go and exercise. Because they eating and lying down in the barbs and they ain't working for them. They go and work hard, heavy training. And they are my best behavior. I know back in now they're trying to be calm, cool, and collective until my judgment pass through now, boy. If you think pass through the right way,
yeah. But what's me?
If you think pass through the right way,
yeah.
Talk to me.
We all praying for you. We all want KFC to be out here with us. We know KFC have changed his life. We know KFC is a good boy now. And
then,
yeah, boy.
remember when I said them sour, boy?
Yeah.
And through the COVID, you meet men and they give me a nice hamper. You think it's a soldier too, you know. You know I come from far.
Yes.
You know that man live the life I try to change the life. God bless me, too nice like children. And I beautiful wife, really she make it ends meet right now. So when a man ready bringing nothing, I want to run away, you know, because she only watching, she only complain this and that. But I want to go to the wrong thing. I want to live for Jesus now, right?
Right.
So all who listening there, say don't know and they bless the love.
Well, tell everybody that look on to pray for you. Pray that you get your blessings and you go get through your life and everything.
Me all that pray. People go in the church every Sunday and saying there's big pastor thing. Them is the most because people you know. God is the boss. Bless.
All right, KFC, Triple G. Right Joyce and all that, right Joyce and good fella, boy. Lennox Smith, but short and sweet, because you will have an they said serious without going into too much. What he talking about is that it's a very, very serious thing he talking about where he could be put away, or does it have a chance that he could get a chance to live?
I am not aware, frankly, I'm not aware of the details, so I would not hazard any way. Which way? But of course, he seemed to be confident that it will result in a benefit for him, or he will be successful. We wait and see, but I'm sure that when I call him today, I'll have a little more information and I'll share it with you. But of course, discreetly and without, of course, much details, because you know these things are personal, even though, of course, you could always go in the records and get a previous matter, because this is all about transparency and accountability in a democracy. Therefore, court matters are really readily available to the public. You can, in fact, go in the courts as well. There's a place, just as the parliament, for the public to witness and listen to matters that are before the court. So that's part of the transparency that this process attracts. But go ahead.
Before I take this call, Hoodie is saying that Trump loved to see other leaders groveled at his feet. Oh boy. Go ahead, caller. Good morning, caller.
Well, why not?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning.
Go ahead, reporter. Pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning, Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr, and to all the callers that make talk show possible in this country today. Now, I want to find out from Lennox Smith,
my friend, and your family.
Yeah, man. I want to put this out there right now. Now, I came and I signed up by your side because you had the authority from the authorities to make up application for the workers. Am I correct?
Who?
Hello?
Who are the authorities to make applications for what workers?
Yeah, the CPEP workers and the ERP workers who was sent to home because of the corruption was in the system now. I want to find out if Lennox work went, all these applications that Lennox took out. Are they inside already?
No, because remember you were supposed to make an input. I was supposed to get in contact, or some other people were supposed to get in contact. It's nothing wrong in, of course, trying to beseech the administration to reconsider because of some special circumstance that we can argue. Malcolm X, for example, we were supposed to meet yesterday on the question of those HGC workers. I'm sure we'll be meeting today, and we could probably put something together in order to bring it to the attention, because let's face it, the administration has the macro responsibility for the country, meaning that they have the overall responsibility, but at the micro level, there may be something that may have been overlooked or would not consider, that ought to have been considered and was not flagged. And therefore, our job is to, of course, generate that specificity, so to speak, in order to say, well, listen, this is not deserving, as opposed to the general policy that would have captured such persons who did not deserve being, of course, in the situation that they would have found themselves in.
All right, well, hold on 1 minute, a reporter. Ban, all right, later. So you come, you get your trouble ban, and then you go on. That is a typical PNM. Somebody write up, ban, Bossman, Patricia Reed, Ravi Nanan. The people let me know all here who's PNM propagandists. And they let me know. So, ban, we know now that there's a PNM propagandist. Right, go ahead, reporter.
Well, all right, thank you. And Lennox and Andy and Michael Kerr, the reason why I came by your establishment, Lennox Smith, is to make sure the people that come by you to get that assistance will not be played. And I want the authorities to know my name is by Lennox Smith too there. So I want to hear Lennox Smith saying that, yes, people getting through now. I asked the last time, how many CPEP workers get into the system right now that the government put out there? Because remember, I is one of the workers that they stopped from working, and we are waiting, you understand? But I use the channel by Lennox Smith to make sure they ain't playing no games with the East-West corridor, such as Laventille and Port of Spain and these areas. That's why I'm waiting there. So I'm still waiting, hoping that people come and say, Lennox, thank you for what you did for us through the government. Give you the authority was to sign up people to get, because I came and you did it online. Am I correct?
Thank you very much. And I want to say there's an example that came to my attention just Friday. A gentleman, a senior citizen, of course, he applied over 3 years to the welfare department to get his senior citizen benefits, pension. And guess what? We sent, when I found that so unfair. So I sent them a letter. Last week Wednesday, last week Wednesday, send him a letter, copy the minister. Guess what? Friday gone. They call him to hand him a letter stating that his application was denied, was rejected, but they backdated to June of this year. I mean, come on. So of course there's another plank of attention and approach we have to take with it, but just showing you how people could pass through the system and be subjected in that way. I mean, no way, 3 years, and until a letter was sent identifying the problem and, of course, making the case that it is absolutely too long. Then, of course, the authorities now not wanting to be held accountable for that, whatever reason they had to not consider the man and have him walking up and down. I talk about a man that is 70 years of age. No, right? He applied with 3 years before, so that means he would have been 62 thereabout. And here it is. They send him back immediately. They call him now and then tell him that they wasn't seeing him, etc. Come on, they had to be much more sensitive than that, particularly where welfare is concerned. If you are given the job of distributing welfare to the population, that is people who are dirt poor. That is people who would swallow their pride to beg alms. And therefore, I expect that the training, if at all, that it would have been given, those who administer the program, will take that into consideration and be a little more humane. It cannot be 3 years. I understand the point. Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
They need to be a little more humane. Go ahead, caller. Good morning to you.
Hello, morning.
Hello, pleasant good morning to you, sir. Where are you calling from and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
I'm calling from Dabberdy. Morning. Well, you know, today the former Prime Minister coming out to defend Ibredrin from St. Vincent. Press conference this morning. Yeah, so like he coming out to defend Ibredrin this morning. So, we wait and see.
Imagine that, he wouldn't defend the people of Trinidad and Tobago that technically that wrong was done to. Nobody else in Trinidad and Tobago get a renter own in Victoria Keys that had to pay $2,700 alone. You understand? He wouldn't defend that and defend we. He would defend Muduru. He would defend Rav Gonzalez. He would defend everything else that man is defend besides Trinidad and Tobago. You must watch that man behavior.
Well, we also attack.
Yeah, and that is dangerous. So you can't have people like that in decision-making processes or opposition in Trinidad and Tobago. Those days have gone.
Right. Go ahead, caller.
We also had to ask to in Rowley time who was the former housing minister. I wonder if there's the opposition leader right now. I'm going to that.
Now, because if they say some of them papers were signed before the elections or 2 days after the elections, it won't be penny. But wherever they might be get before, we want to check the dates and what was signed before to see who. So Lennox Smith, that is a good one for you to check out first.
Yeah, because it is possible that it could have passed through a number of ministers who would have occupied that portfolio from the ephemeral position of even Marlene McDonald, who was there for a couple weeks, I believe, in that case. Of course, a couple hours in the case of the Ministry of Public Utilities, but certainly she was there. She was in housing a little longer than normal. And then, of course, Penelope Beckles was there as well. And I think we had 1 or 2 other ministers who would have been in that portfolio. So those documents, depending on where it started, might have, of course, seen the presence or while several ministers might have been occupying the office of Minister of Housing.
I believe Penny name will be there because how she go about the Prime Minister then put it in the open market, and the open market, that kind of talk Penny talking and try to go light because she and all must be responsible for one of those apartments to somebody. Go get up. Go ahead, caller.
And they go to the top of the class. I mean, I cannot help but being impressed with your analytical ability. That is why she's talking, because that will be a credible defense as far as she's concerned by saying that it was on the open market. Why she was Minister of Housing. Yeah. It's obvious. So go ahead, my friend. I think marvelous. Well done.
Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. I hear you call my name this morning, boy.
Yeah, Mr. Controversy. So now, before we move forward, Former Minister Mr. Kevin Ramnarine have asked a question to all controversial people, or people that, to me, I will deem them non-patriotic and traitors to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and a traitor should be hanged by the neck in Woodford Square. Right.
So you're trying to call me a traitor?
No, I want to answer the question to see if it's a traitor.
I hear the question, and I think it's nothing. I don't think Venezuela really give anything worthwhile besides the gas, and we really get that. So far, we didn't really have, because like he say, he suspended all the gas deals we had with them. But I hear was suspended. So I know we are getting gas and they stop it. Gas and running. I know. So I don't think I see anything worthwhile that affecting Trinidad and Tobago so far. Another thing is, when it comes to the you know, it's controversial. When it comes to the tariff, Lennox, is not Trinidad alone, it's all the countries besides Russia. He took the tariff off. Why? Because he under pressure in the U.S. because of food inflation, right? I was reading on the news because food prices, they're coming down on him because of food prices, and these tariffs of food prices are going up. There's a lot of any groceries. So he tries now to say, okay, he's taking off the tariff off of food items, coffee, cocoa, bananas, beef, these things. He took off the tariff besides from the countries, besides Russia. So it's not just Trinidad. It's anything with agriculture. He took off the tariff from all the countries besides Russia. Right? So it's not yes, I'm not Trinidad.
God, boy, you really, let me know. God, why you like to bust people, bubble?
No, because I like facts. I like facts.
Yeah, but
it's not too wrong, you know. It's not too wrong, you know.
So, all right, but
I want this company open back, you know. This Nigerian company. I want them come back and open back to give back the people the employment, you know. That is nothing wrong with that, you know.
No, but they didn't leave. No, but they didn't leave. Remember, they didn't leave yet. They didn't leave.
I know they give them a little time to sort out the business, but I want them to open back up, bring back the people out to work, and start the exporting again. I don't like that.
All right, but I believe that the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the UNC government, in their vision, very, very far vision for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I believe that she had a talk too with
just already. Let me just respond to that because we have to
for the country.
Hey, wait, look, looks like you went to do research.
Some kind of concession. Listen.
Go ahead.
Some kind of concession from the Americans. They negotiated. It didn't happen across the board. You talking as though it happened across the board. No. Each one of them protested. Each one of them said, well, listen, that will harm my economy, etc. And that is what Kamala Prasad Bisesa did. And on the other hand, though, you can't deny this either, that there would have been countries that would have made the same argument. All of them would have made the same argument, but did not get any concession. So kudos to Kamala Prasad Bisesa. We are Trinidad and Tobago, and we must commend our Prime Minister, because the fact is that when she went up there was this sanction in place. Yes. When she left there, sanctions removed. Full stop.
No, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that.
Go ahead, my friend.
I am glad for it, you know. I am not saying nothing wrong with it, you know. I just bring into the fact that it's not Trinidad alone. I am glad that she represented our country to get the tariff off, which will be better for Trinidad and Tobago. I am not vexed because it's not, but all I'm saying is not Trinidad alone. It's other countries as well. They went and negotiated again.
Well, all right. So what you're saying is...
I'm not vexed with our country. I'm not saying, it's nothing, you know. I mean, I'm glad that we get this, you know. I'm not upset to say anything, you know.
So you agree that she, like other countries, negotiated?
No, but you see, if I had to make that statement, Andy, that is not Trinidad alone, I would have put it in context.
Oh, he didn't put it in context.
For example, if I am arguing, or to the contrary, that Trinidad and Tobago and therefore the Caribbean are not a zone of peace, right? If I were any one of those leaders in CARICOM, it was incumbent on me to argue as well of what is happening in Venezuela. Because you would see then any rational thinking person getting both sides of the argument. You cannot argue a zone of peace in a vacuum, because you would see if you if you delve into the entire historical and chronological issues, you would have seen that you would have to draw the conclusion that Maduro is the cause of his own demise at this point in time. Let us not waste time. Lack of transparency, harsh measures against his own people, the reneging of agreements between himself and the United States, quite apart from the sanctions. But you also have, of course, bounties on several high officials in the Maduro administration that are wanted by the authorities in the United States. That is what I expect. So the argument that others have been suggests to me, if I'm listening to him, I would think, well, Trinidad and Tobago just a beneficiary of a policy that the Americans made for several countries, and therefore Trinidad and Tobago is a beneficiary. No.
Oh, you can't say it like that.
You have to put it in context.
Put it in context, Mr. Controversy. You controversial just like this next one too, you know. This next fella, you never call out the name. Very controversial fella, Hoodie. 1 minute he's saying Trump is a toy boy, Trump playing with the toys, Trump this, Trump that, all kind of thing. Now he's saying Rowley's biggest accomplishment was to be awarded an $80,000 per month pension for life. What I don't know, this who the fella is a kind of 1 minute he up, he down, you don't know, boy. Yes, Mr. Controversial.
Yeah, man, but that's
next time put your thing in the proper context, so as Lennox will get vexed with you.
Yeah. All right, man. Have a good day, man.
All right. We papa. Let me continue.
You see, and that makes us the best, because we are able, of course, to convince people who would have, of course, either by flaw, by mistake, by mischief, or otherwise, to bring issues to the table that were not clearly thought out. And therefore, when you put the other variables that would have put credibility or denounce or rubbish, then of course you see that they will compromise, and that is what education is all about. So I am not in any way taking any credit, but merely putting the facts on the table that he ought to have considered when making such a blanket statement. Otherwise, you get the wrong impression.
So truth. Oh boy, somebody say good morning, Andy Williams. Good morning, Lennox Smith. The Grong report. Good morning. Valencia is in the house. To the Homeland Security Minister, the EMA, but I don't know if, all right. And to the Honorable Prime Minister, we are asking you all to seriously put laws in place to deal with the noise pollution in this country, such as in vehicles, in neighborhoods, people making noise, and when you call the police, they say they cannot do anything about that. Please do something. This situation needs urgent attention. Thank you in advance. Well, they will put things in place when that time reaches, or if it go. Come, let's continue already.
I'm sure, because the legislation is coming with respect to that. The Prime Minister has made it very clear about, of course, those music trucks, and of course, a decision has been taken with respect to Baranara Stadium because of the decibel levels that has been disrupting life, the peaceful enjoyment of property in and around, of course, the stadium.
All right. Nobody answer your phone. I will call you, because you send 4 voice notes, partner. 4. So it's better you get the chance to talk your voice notes. So you go put all into one prospect, nobody. You will put all into one prospect. Then I have to play 4 voice notes, 4 minutes and 15 seconds. 2, 1 minute and 50 seconds. Number 3 voice note, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 5 voice note, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. So nobody, I rather call your partner because you know all that is about 15 minutes. So let me call it to put all we are to say in prospect, in your prospect. At least give it within a 4 minutes or so now, partner. Go ahead, nobody.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I glad Lennox is laughing because it was largely to support a lot of what Lennox said this morning. Because he tries to bring back things that people tend to forget. 12 and 15, I worked on the project. It was one of the biggest drilling projects I ever saw in this country. I worked in the oil industry since before the year 2000. And that stopped Burm 2015. When somebody went somewhere saying we negotiating things. Right? Being negotiated was to discourage people from drilling. Right? And after 2015, what had happened is exactly that. Drilling in Trinidad and Tobago died. That was supposed to continue.
Oh, so nobody, what you are telling us is that Kevin Ramnarine encouraged back drilling and made deals to get us going again when it comes into drilling, exploring. And as soon as we lose the government, although yes, he finds certain things and PNM benefited from certain drilling agreements that took place and fines that took place, you are saying that when the PNM come in government, they totally, you being a person working offshore or within the offshore business since 2000 and before 2002, well, 2000, yeah, 2000, wow, that long. Since before 2000, boy, where are you in this thing long and true, boy?
Yeah.
Wow, you say that the PNM totally crash exploration and drilling, crash the economy of well, the energy economy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say.
You see, the thing, yes, exactly. The reality of it is you have to keep looking because it's non-renewable, and after a while, your finds will diminish, and it takes about 5-ish years to produce a well from exploration to production. So when you stop drilling 2015 and you don't drill, remember I used to come on this program and lament that it has 9 drill ships parked up in the Gulf of Paria for about 4 years and they were not doing anything. Now the reason, what caused that was the oil price, like Lennox said, people slow down on drilling, but that's exactly when you want to drill, when those assets that are normally very expensive to use, but they can be had for a lower rate. And instead of using them to drill, we didn't. And we didn't do that for about 4 years. And that would, in future, you're going to have a 4-year gap of poor production. So 5 years after 2015, what did we get? A lull in production. Because our old fields were dying and we didn't have any new fields discovered. Right? That is very much.
Yeah, but then, all right, but within all right, so you say within 5 years, the first 5 years they kill drilling, so we lose 5 years. Did the PNM government start back exploration or drilling any time after that 5 years, or in the 10-year time they didn't do nothing at all, or they didn't start back exploration or drilling?
Yeah, certainly. That's the effect that it would have had. You see, the thing is, when you have a lull like that, you're going to end up with that kind of production now that creates all manner of chaos. And you see, the incentive. This industry is all about incentivizing drillers to drill, right? And when you create that kind of environment where, you and here's another piece, right? This whole thing. It's clear to me that the Rowley government preferred to join themselves at the hip with the Venezuelans for the sake of, right? They preferred that rather than our own stuff. I think that was their ethos. They prefer to join with the Venezuelans, and there's an international reason for that, and that is playing out now. It explains for me why has such a good with Venezuela, because of the connections that both countries, the choice that both countries make, both Venezuela and Trinidad and Tobago at that time, to side with the Chinese and the Russians, to put up a middle finger to the Americans. Right? That is time that the things are coming to resolve.
All right, but
This isn't
but
as plain and simple.
but did they so in that time and they didn't do no explorations at all within we thing yet?
No, they have, but it's like
You're breaking up.
Trinidad and Tobago should have done.
Yeah.
It is nothing like what it should have been. Like Lennox said, it should have been much better. We should have been in a position to when the American president, Joe Biden, at the time was saying, oh my goodness, please, us. We should have been one of those people who were making a killing, and we won't because we were not in a position to produce enough. Right? But you see, the thing is, yeah, so in wrapping up, what the other two things that Lennox talked about that I think is important. You talk about the US aircraft carrier, right? That is coming. It's still, in fact, it's here.
Yeah, it's here.
So let's talk about let's talk about the Americans backing off. What is happening in the world today is you're getting media to be the mouthpieces for certain people. And you see what happened to the BBC regarding Trump is an example of media creating stories that are blatantly fictitious. People are believing it and it, right? When it is definitely not true. And the last thing I don't expect to talk about, we talk about the fertilizer. The question is more is what did Venezuela do for Trinidad? You could flip the question and say, what did the United States of America do for Trinidad? The United States of America has been our best customer. And that removal of the tariffs is a shining example of that. When all around the world, and Lennox is right again, the owners of that factory are going to be like, no.
Wait, nobody. We're saying nobody. We're telling us now is that the latest, right? Meaning you read that the owners of the factory was looking to wrap up by the end of the year, and the government tell them, well, you go ahead. That because they're saying prices are too high and the tariff is where gain them problems and the tariff. So they gotta rack up, knowing that they had to pay we for report. You are saying that recently you read that they're looking now to continue business with Trinidad and Tobago and not send home 400 workers?
Where else in the world right now are they going to? You think about that. Trump is keeping tariff reducing, right? Just because they make peace, right? But Trinidad and Tobago, he said no, zero on ammonia and fertilizer stuff, right? Not to mention because again, the American things and fertilizer is one of them. Remember, the United States of America is a breadbasket of this world, right? So the fact that happened, that factory, they are going to be running, sprinting, trying to get back open. They're not going anywhere. Well, that's why they're back up in the next minute.
Very good. So what you're saying is that they ain't changed. We know if they change their mind yet, but you as a business person, knowing that they don't have no tariffs,
they must.
You're done about operations going on here. Why would you leave that?
They do. Watch and see, hot and sweaty. They're going to be coming back saying, okay. Right?
All right, nobody, boy. You make me smile.
Yeah.
Thank you, partner.
All right, no problem.
Bang, 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 bang. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Mr. Standard Crew. Mr. Standard Crew, you don't have to answer to Anderson Wilson that low life man. Anderson Wilson is a low life. We say it in Guyanese, low life. He's well, what you're saying is yes, they reduce the amount of purchase of oil from Russia because India don't purchase the most oil from Russia, it's China. We will continue purchasing oil that's in India from America at the same cost, at the same price that they were getting it from Russia. Because the Indian government is not going to reduce the consumption of purchase of oil for, from Russia to purchase higher from another country. Because they have to feed the 1.4 billion people, okay? That is how they operate. So the agreement, if you go back and check, but it is inside. They're purchasing more from America at the same price, which is just a switch, which is good. I'm happy for that. I like that. I want India to side with America. I don't want India to side with Russia. I want to be Indian and Indian government so we can get big and lots of help in Trinidad. That's my whole foresight. I want to see India help Trinidad because Russia not going to help Trinidad, China not going to help Trinidad. They will take from Trinidad. Venezuela not going to help Trinidad, they will take. So you see, it's good. They switch the amount of oil purchased from Russia instead of purchasing, taking it from America at the same time. That is what they call business and what they call foresight. Just like Kamala Prasad, it's just the same way, the same blood, the same attitude like Modi. Talk to you later, Andy. I'm Len. Right.
Nice, and just a little caution to each and every one of you. Miss Santa Cruz had her say, and let we don't go down, let us know, don't let our program that you all beg us not to get deteriorated, to stay within the serious issues based on you all bringing that level of attention to anybody to want to know, find ways to throw off all your favorite program. Right? So let's continue the direction we are going for the morning with positive, productive debates and all those various things, right? So I surely will read between the lines we're talking about. Leave that. Santa Cruz don't say what she have to say. We don't have to. Let's continue our productive program.
Mikey, Lennox, Andy and Ma'am Lennox. I'm really busy this morning, but I have to call because this morning I read where Maduro called on Trump and asked him to have a meeting with him. That's the last news I saw this morning and on the YouTube. Okay? Okay, have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. So what she's clarifying is that it's not Trump asking Maduro to meet with him. She is saying to what she knows is Maduro is asking Trump to meet with him. Lennox Smith, you have any headliners on that, or if it go, how it go? Remember,
not specific, but certainly I'm not surprised because, of course, Maduro has this what I consider to be vicissitude. He ebbs and flow. He was recently when, of course, the flotilla was assembling in the Caribbean. He was saying, no, peace, and he was talking in English, of course, broken English, but at least he could articulate the word peace. No war, peace. But we've been there before. Because, of course, he did say that he would have free and fair elections to Biden. He did say and did do that part of it to release those prisoners that he had unmeritoriously kept in his prison, Americans. Biden, of course, got that. America was satisfied with that. But the other part of it were free and fair elections and the involvement of international independent observers. Indeed, that did not happen. And even when, of course, the opposition claimed victory, there was a bogus, or should I say, orchestrated or manipulated tribunal, which, of course, was instituted by him, his people, and therefore the outcome was obvious. And thus, of course, the idea that he is an illegitimate government and the bona fide winner, even though we don't have all the proof, had now to exile in Spain.
Right. Somebody also said whispers of the unknown is saying India stopped buying oil from Russia because of the sanctions. OPEL supplying oil now to Europe. All right, let's continue these voice notes here quick before we take some calls. Time check is always 1:45. That is just 15 minutes again, 14 minutes in fact, again before we wrap up.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Trinity Bigo. Good morning to everybody who's on the live. Andy, listen. I was on Facebook and I see some very strange thing concerning Anna Robertson live sports. But that issue is a non-issue. That issue dead. As far as I remember, the courts and them already ruled on that. Okay, and Anna Roberts had nothing to do with live sports in the context of how the PNM and them tried to make it out to be. These people and them, something wrong with PNM people, These people and them had to be so despicable. You tell me you don't know which right from wrong? What happened? Like, all of the read papers and things, all of the research anything to find out exactly what it is all they're going to speak about before they even talk about it. Man, PNM people is really sickening, despicable, disgusting people, Let me tell you something. I as far as I remember, I think one of the journalists in that case was a woman called Asha Javid.
Right, a woman called Asha Javid. Let me continue that. Oh boy, your voice note stop. Let me hear.
Who lied so many times, and the court find that to be very despicable, right? Boy, listen now, man. PNM people, hey, oh God, all you really hate Trinidad and Tobago, all this Teotiong, this Chindian Teotiong, he always talking about people being patriotic. Is he patriotic? He certainly is not, from his behavior alone, because that man has lied so stink. This we name the Chindian, we name is again, boys. Teotiong. Boy, man, PNM, that whole bunch from Bobby Head, big nose, ugly Bobby Head, right? We name is again the short man, Innsworth. Innsworth, by the way, the $3.8 billion, Trinidad and Tobago won back the money, They hear me, Innsworth, right? And the fire.
Well, boy, you have a long pause, boy.
Boy, something go on there, but take it off. But something go on there. All right, let me go to the next voice note there quick. Boy, like I lost some voice note. Not low, like I ain't getting, it didn't say nothing. All right.
I mean, the time check is now, what, 9:49, is it? Yes, so just about 11 more minutes.
Yeah. Go ahead, caller. You make my car play my voice notes. You cut me. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, morning, Andy. Orlando.
Go ahead, Orlando, number 2.
Right. Everything is fine. I just called to say, well, everything going to be good because I see everything getting back on stream again. But the only trouble now, right now, we're having a problem is because too much of people from Trinidad don't like Trinidad. I don't know if they change their nationality to Venezuela, but I don't know if they could go and get their passport from the Venezuelan embassy and discard a Trinidad and Tobago passport and ID card. So they cannot get no benefits from Trinidad, like pension, food grant, nothing, So I think the best move for them to do is to apply to the Venezuelan embassy and see if they get the passport for Venezuela and the nationality card, which is called the ID card, and give up Trinidad because I could never see the population of Trinidad and Tobago to understand what is good and what is bad. And they think that they old and they will live until 100 years. The younger ones don't want a life that them live. They live in misery. They never think nothing for the younger ones. And it's time now we could apply for the embassy, pull in Venezuela back, and then they go there and start a new life.
All right. Thank you so much. Orlando number 2, yeah, easy. Oh boy. Bisham Maharaj say Trinidad and Tobago will discover oil and gas in the deep water drilling. Thanks for our new government and thank you, Lord, for blessing our country. Right, whispers of the unknown, in fact, not horrors. Because it have a whisper of horrors and it have a whisper of the unknown, I think. Is saying that Orlando is a dunce. China only buy 9% oil from Venezuela. China used to buy more oil from Russia, 70% or oil. Right? Let's continue the quick. Let me just. Primrod said this guy never give up. Why? Right, let's continue the quick. Let's go through some of those comments. Whisper of the unknown also say India stopped buying oil from okay, we didn't read that. All right. We didn't read that. All right. Whisper of the unknown. Orlando is living America, but knows nothing what's happening. All right. Nice. So let me just continue those voice notes there. Quick. Yes. Let me just continue quick. We only have 7 minutes. So let me see what I can squeeze in that timing. Oh, boys. Let's see what I can squeeze in that timing there. Quick.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Andy, the Pumab Show. I know Joyson. I KFC. I stand alone. I against the world. And they continue doing a good work.
All right.
And God bless.
All right. Next caller, morning caller. All right. Let's continue. Oh boy. Great. Lennox Smith, Kevin Ramnarine sent a message saying great. Like you understood what it is you were saying. So he sent great blow with thumbs up. Former Minister of Energy Kevin Ramnarine. So he said great.
Well, coming from an expert like him, I have to take that as a commendation.
Yes. Oh boy. Who else? Kenrick Prasad. Wow.
Contribute nothing far as I know. And good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey K, and everybody else on the show. Venezuela contribute nothing far as I know. And United States had the oil refinery, Texaco, and they were there ever since. And they haven't done nothing. They haven't helped us do anything. All they know is one from us. The whole Caribbean country, whole CARICOM, Trinidad is a little America. And everybody look to Trinidad for everything, for help, for this, for that, for the other. As far as I know. Give me if I'm wrong. Right? So, my point is that Venezuela have contributed nothing except to send all the criminals. Now, I'm not saying all, but some are good people over there. I can't say that. You know what I mean? To have good, some of them good come for really come to make a living for the family, just as me. So I have to give Jackie. You know what I mean? So, Andy, good morning again. Andy, I don't like this confusion over the phone. Calling Miss Santa Cruz name and all kind of stuff. Right? I don't like it. Because, you know, it's not nice. This program is not about that, calling names, but about helping people and you know, have respect. Mr. Anderson, man, stop your nonsense, man. Okay?
Right, let's move from that. Let me move from that. Right, I don't correct that. The Santa Cruz done what she say. Let we leave that alone. You know what they say, Lennox Smith? When they see a jab spiner and they see them jump on them quiet, don't go shake the branch. Don't this, don't that. If you've been leave in peace on the ground report program, you understand? And you've been left alone and left in peace, don't let the jump on them come out.
But let me give you a real situation with Joshua, my son. Apparently, some my bunter in the savannah was interfered with by his bigger brother. So they came and they started to do what they know best instinctively. They started to sting, and he stand up there. So we asked him, "Well, why you stand up there?" He said that he didn't do them anything, so he didn't expect them to interfere with him. Yeah, I said, son, welcome to the real world. You have to run like hell because they will not discriminate as to who interfere with them or not. You better put some heels on your feet and run. Next time, he said, "Daddy, I learned that now."
So he stand up. He stand up because he believes.
Yes,
he stand up because he believes.
He didn't interfere with them.
Oh,
so he didn't expect them
to bite him.
to interfere with him.
He was expecting them to bite the big brother, not he. But so the big brother run. The big brother run though.
He learned the lesson though. He learned the lesson well. So I suppose there are people who are still to learn their lesson.
Right.
All right.
So the ground report learned we lesson. Here it is, Miss Santa Cruz had she say, "Why, although we, the ground report, ain't interfere with nobody, we running, we don't want that, we running, we don't want that, because we will end up getting sting if we don't." So here it is. Let me leave that alone, Now let's continue. But what the hell Joshua stand up there for in truth, boy?
I tell you, and I say from after that episode, I say, "Oh gosh, boy, that's because he grew up in town." Let me give him some country experience. So I started telling him about my grandfather, who live in a country rustic environment, so he can learn a little more about nature and so on. Because I just don't understand how he didn't know that he had to run. He see his brother running, but he stand up
because he didn't do nothing. Is he brother do it?
Yeah. And I had the belly to tell me that he didn't do them anything, so he expect them to interfere with him. Yeah, that's how it is. So we will be running as well because we know Jap and these wasp sting and the sting, painfully. And so we gone. We gone. Yeah.
So whoever interfere with that Japness there, we already know in advance, run. Because whether it's not we on the ground report, it go by to we. So here it is. Let's keep our concentration. This program is about our consciousness. It's about billing. It's about progress. It's about learning. It's about teaching. It's about being patriotic. It's about respect. It's about truth. So let me continue with that. Lennox, you say I'm laughing before I play that voice note. Yes, Joshua say he ain't run because it wasn't he interfering with the Japanese. So he wasn't expecting them to bite he was expecting them to bite his brother Who interfere with it?
That's right.
Who the
Who
hell
behind
is
the brother? Yeah, not he. 'Cause he didn't do it. well. I mean, the irony is the PLM whilst in government. And there's another analogy that you can apply there, where of course, here it is. All of us know fire burns. All of us know fire burns. Well, Rowley and them push their hand in fire to make sure it burn, and then get it, of course, totally burnt up. a conflagration.
That whole Anna Robert singer.
No, it's not a real
about?
story, but it's an analogy to describe how Rowley and they operated. They knew that they're not supposed to interfere with the Americans. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
That you would annoy the Americans. And not to say they don't know, because they start to fidget and start to hide when, of course, that shipment of fuel from Paria ended up in Venezuela. And of course, the opposition leader then, Mrs. Kamala Prasad, now Prime Minister, Honorable, decided, well, listen, we're going to expose them. And they decided to say that she was unpatriotic, etc., etc. That time, they pushed their hand in fire and get burned, and yet still trying to blame somebody else, to the point where, of course, today they are no longer in government. In fact, they were so conscious that after that, you know what they did? They opened up Trinidad and Tobago to any and everybody from Venezuela, the crooks, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, and create, of course, the crime scourge that we now have. I mean, not that we would not have had it at all, but the fact is that all kinds of elements came here, including, of course, gangs from Venezuela. And now, of course, we see people, bodies one place and the head somewhere else. And you see a kind of heinous crime that was unknown, at least in general terms, to Trinidad and Tobago. So therefore, we know that came from South America, having regard to our study of how they deal with their own people or their enemies in Venezuela and, of course, in other parts of Latin America.
Tomorrow, please go, Lennox Smith. Just get the information, because people are still debating that whole India thing, and Raj, I see calling and all. When it comes to the oil and what India purchases from America, or what America purchases, you understand? So you just get clear up when it comes to Russia.
I'll do better than that. Probably I can find it now for you, a video on the matter that says very, very clearly. And while some may say that it is partial or but I am not saying it is wholly, but I'm saying partially because of the sanction that was imposed. The Indians have succumbed, they have cowed. They are now purchasing more oil from the United States than before. Statistics are there, and of course, as I say, they're still purchasing from Russia, but because of some technical issue. In other words, I'm saying that the hegemony of the Americans have, of course, overwhelmed the Indians, and they had to conform, because the argument is that they are buttressing, they are supporting the war machinery of the Russians, and therefore any reasonable Western world country would have some concerns about that, just as how they have concerns with China. But China, of course, is a different kettle of fish.
Right, and Whisper of the Unknown said it was a typo error when he said that is not OPEL, but what he sent to me was OPEC. OPEC, meaning he was saying that the OPEC dealers and all agree to that or something. So OPEC, remember them is the big all in big countries.
Yeah, because I was going to ask the question what he meant by that, because that is an acronym that is unknown to me. So I'm glad that
so it's
he
OPEC he was talking about.
So,
right, he's saying now, Lennox, you are correct. Look, he's saying now, Lennox, you are correct.
Countries as well.
Right, look, he's saying now, Lennox Smith, you are correct. Right, let me just finish a 2 voice note quick, Lennox. It's done after the hour. I had to go. Remember, Trinidad and Tobago, we are close. We reach about halfway, and we being able to head out, and we can't say when, to St. Vincent. Remember, we have to be accommodated, and at least we have to have at least a 200 Oh boy, we need so much, you know. I like 150 EC, 200 EC. And obviously we will have to organize transportation. Or pay transportation to be able to move about. Right? So again,
yeah, it is a logistical issue because getting there is one, getting from the airport to our, and of course, and at the same time having accommodation, even if it's for a day, and then of course to get to and from the airport to the hotel or the guest house, as the case may be, and then to move around, having regard to the purpose for which we are going there for, which is of course to look at the temperature, the political temperature in St. Vincent at this point in time. And while we could of course stay here and get some assessment, we have people coming out of St. Vincent talking about the very issues that was generated from here in Trinidad. There could be no better place to be than on the ground, because experience, as we always say on this program, is the best teacher. And therefore, when we get in there and we have the experience, just as how we did it, of course, in Tobago, and was able to get the PNM out of there by a devastating victory against them. And today, as a consequence of that, they only have one voice in the House of Assembly in Tobago. I expect that on the other occasion, they will have none.
Nice. So again, your assistance is greatly, greatly needed. Right? Because it will be so sad to see we reach as far as having the tickets and all those various things. They reach the every, but in order now to be accommodated and move about, we have to stand still.
Andy, did you get the number? Did you get the number that you
Yes, I did.
Okay, right.
I did.
Okay, good.
But I didn't make that call yet. But I did. Right?
Right.
So in order for we to be able to be accommodated and to be able to move about, we will need your assistance. Because it will be so sad to see we reach as far as everybody are in place for tickets, with the tickets. But accommodations and being able to move about not in place, and to see we can't go nowhere again, because we can't just reach there and not be accommodated and whatever. So if that ain't happen by now, and when we're ready to leave, which we can't see, well, we may have to cancel our flight. Because again,
of course, I think election is on the 9th of next month, if I'm not
no,
mistaken.
the 27th, die Thursday, next week Thursday.
Okay.
Next week Thursday, the 28th.
Election.
Them elections is on a Thursday.
All right.
Them
I think it's on the
election
9th of next month.
Yeah.
December.
The last set of rallies and all that bacchanal thing is this weekend coming in. I say no more. So again, it is very urgent for we to organize as soon as possible to get out. Their elections will be next week Thursday. The last of all their rallies, their big rallies, will be this weekend.
So there's a time constraint. There's a time parameter that we have to go within. So people, get your phones out, get your checkbooks
the
out,
27th. Look, Sandy Jones said
get your
she can get the
references
27th.
out, in order to make certain that the ground report puts in a presence in St. Vincent physically, in order to give our own unique analysis as to what the outcome will be.
Nice. Oh boy, Sandy Lennox Smith tell me to give you a call. So I'll be giving you a call after the program. Oh boy. So Leah, don't let me reach this far. Money done spend to reach all what we had to do. And then we had to cancel and can't go nowhere. When money done spend, because we failed to lock down accommodations and movement.
Yeah, and ground transport, yes.
Yeah, well, movement. Because remember, we had to be here, there, and everywhere across the movements. So don't let it reach so far earlier. And then we can't accommodate that. Oh, please, 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 all you give me a call after the program, please. For those of you that did not contributed, please give me a call. At least contribute to the transport or the ground, the movements, and at least transport partly to the accommodations. And let me get this thing going on. You all will not regret your support or your contribution towards something good. Okay? Again, it will hurt. I'm repeating it again, you know. It will hurt the Pitbull. It will hurt Lennox Smith. It will hurt Mikey. It will hurt one of the directors that matter rock with me. It will hurt because we can't hold camera and do thing and do, you understand? So so it will hurt to see that all that money spent transport, well, plane ticket for 4. And nothing, just little towards accommodations. Meaning something like out of 110% remain after all those things are covered. 10% of $100 is remain as in to now move forward to the next level, which is accommodations. So we must be accommodated somewhere. We have to go where they be. And we're not going to look to go 5-star hotel and this and that. No, we smart. We're looking to see we could lock down some house, guest house, something where, you know, it's our whole house. Where, you know, are they 2-3 bedroom who are they sleeping at drawing room or on the ground or on a chair? So be it. It's not about, no, we're not going on no holiday. We're looking to see we can lock down our place as cheap as possible. If only I know people in St. Vincent that only trust that only will be able to call me to put we on to, that we could get our whole place at a reasonable price to stay within, whether it be a day, whether it be 2 days, whether it be 3 days. We cannot say how long we're going for. It will greatly be appreciated. No, the government station can't go Dave Nick, who's saying Mikey is the chairman of TTT. He can pay his own wage. He's not going there on TTT business. He can't do that. Nah, Mikey can't do that. And Mikey now pull up on that. How the hell, it had no money, nothing for he to get there, no time. No get an appointment.
I never see that. You know how long you had to wait for that stipend?
And not only that, this is not a TTT.
First stipend, you had to wait, maybe for January, election come and gone.
Right. Somebody say, stay at the YMCA. Oh Lord. Where I don't know where is that. Right? No, remember.
YMCA, that is Young Men Christian Association.
Of course, Lennox.
They have that, but of course, I'm sure that there are conditionalities.
Oh, but Lennox,
like how they are here, you just can't go there just well. I think just as the St. John's ambulance people, they have hospice and so on for working girls and working men, but you have to pay. So it boils down to money.
Right, which is truth, Johnny. That is truth. And at the end of the day, we make sure we lock down the reach. Right? Because we believe that accommodations will be put in place, and you're right. We supposed to get accommodations and transportation and all the things also put in place first before we link with tickets. So you're right. But we do that based on...
No. I want him to know that we did inquire. So we are not talking in a vacuum. We did inquire. So therefore, we are looking for a certain sum to treat with the most, what I consider to be economical way to manifest this exercise or this venture that we have engaged in. But it must not be said that we didn't do our home. No. We have a fair idea as to where we are going in terms of accommodation, etc. How we are going. The thing about it is all of that needs money, whether it's YMCA or otherwise, as I'm sure the person would have learned.
Very good for clearing that, my brother. So we do know, have an idea where we're going. We do know, have an idea of certain things. But all of that will call for a little kakada. Right, Lennox, I'll call you after the program because I know you and all know people in St. Vincent. It is very important.
I've been trying to get a long time ago. I did, in fact, have some friends. The Commonwealth Secretariat did sponsor something with a number of Caribbean countries in Barbados, and we assembled there and we met and those from St. Vincent. In fact, I was invited to St. Vincent. I played mass there as well as a consequence of that, but I've been in contact with them for a very long time. So they do business in the capital itself. So I've been trying to get some kind of communications.
Very good.
In fact, it's the Ruddock family. So those of you who are members of the Ruddock family and you want to contact me through the program, I have no difficulty. But of course, those are the people that I would have been trying to communicate with.
Very good. So Trinidad and Tobago, after God Family Concerts, don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation. Yours truly, Lennox Smith, on Corridor Transformation from 8 o'clock. Don't also forget, today at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 648 television with Irvin Felix. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Irvin Felix, wife and kids that always look on to the Ground Report program. A pleasant good morning to you. Right? So please help us. We already passed halfway, and we will hope that we get that help necessary to complete the journey to make sure it's a successful one. As I say, it will hurt that we reach halfway or we reach 60% and had to stall just 40% away. Wow. And can't make that trip again. That will be very hard. So please, give me a call after the program, 366-3053, 366-3053, and let us know what you can do for us when it's coming to accommodations and transportation. Well, you notice, we will deal with our eating and drinking. Well, eat, because we had to live, we had to eat. We go deal with the eating, the living, or the stay there when it comes to the belly while we are there. So we just want the little assistance with the accommodations and transportation. Please, give me that help. Patricia Reed, give my help now, girl. You say you love me.
And the tickets, of course, and the tickets.
No, the tickets done already covered. We don't deal with that. We already,
all right, okay. So
we already,
the difference.
Right, we already made enough funding and cover the tickets. For a matter of fact, remember you did send your information wherever. The tickets done book. So that is what I'm telling you. The tickets done book. We just can't see the date.
I didn't know you were so you were so apt on the ball. I didn't know you were so efficient.
Yeah.
Right? So
the tickets done book.
Commendations again for the speed with which you were so fast, you like flash, that I and all didn't even realize that. But go ahead.
The tickets done book. The only problem is the accommodations and transportation.
And ground transport.
But with the little supports that we got, tickets and things done book, and it just have a little bit remain that support that will go towards accommodation and transport, but it far little remain far from covering that aspect, partner. Wow. So we will need your assistance. So Trinidad and Tobago, I'll look out for your call. All of you in any way that you all could give us a little assistance to finish this journey. We'll greatly appreciate it. So until tomorrow morning, please God, you all could have choose anywhere else or any other program to look onto. You all choose a Ground Report. Thanks so much. So until tomorrow, same time, same place, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., we are out of here.
out of here.
Lennox, that's what I tell the man, that's what I tell thing, yeah. When he say I put the horse before the cart now, that I was supposed to first and foremost lock down accommodations and transport. But I really did the other way. I did it the other way, wanting to make sure that hey, we have to go. We have tickets. We have to go home.
No, but that is all right. That's all right because it gave me an opportunity to say that we would not, of course, at least have some preliminary idea.
Nice.
Because he tried to make us look stupid now that we should have do this before that. Who the hell? We still on air?
Yeah. Yeah, but oh God, we are on air, so take your time.
Sorry.
Okay, take your cost, boy.
I will use my choice words off air.
Yeah. Right, so, only again, yeah, you sleep at ball. I put the cart before the horse, as some of you will say, but it was in good faith that we will get that completion from you all. Meaning, don't spend the money, don't book the tickets. Now let me see how we can accomplish. Stay and hoping that how we tell all we don't do that. That all will know, well, hey, money done spending. No. That done in order. So let me organize and help in accomplishing the stay and the transportation.
It's both at the same time a chicken and egg and an egg and chicken scenario.
Yeah.
Right? We have to do it that way because of the logistics and the way how the thing would have unfolded. That is how it is. You have a new idea, and sometimes some part that ought to have come first may come, last, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, the entire thing comes together as a completed puzzle, and you would have achieved your objective.
Nice. And again, you all don't. We cannot go to the government to ask, and the opposition across there don't want to get involved, meaning they bring we there. No, remember again, people will be very particular, and Kamala Prasad says government and them would not want to go. You understand, this is a ground report project.
That's right. Let's make it very clear. There's no influence that would have been behind this one way or another.
Not the opposition of Venezuela influence, and not the government of China to go influence.
The opportunity for anybody to say is political interference by another country, another CARICOM state. And of course, we don't want it on the ground that the incumbents say that we have brought people, of course, to, for one way or another, based on what we would have discovered, to malign or to in any way disrespect or tell it as it is. We must be able to be fiercely independent.
Nice. So again, no, we ain't asked the opposition of St. Vincent, and we're not asking the opposition of St. Vincent to accommodate or to help or in any way. They have nothing to do with this. Before Ralph and people saying that opposition bring we there. No. It's only a bring we there. All your kind we there.
Suppose we would have discovered something that the opposition wouldn't want to disclose because it may jeopardize their chances. We have a duty to expose. So therefore, it will appear to them to be a sort of betrayal, having, of course, sponsored such a venture. So you understand the parameters within which we have to operate as an independent entity, which we fiercely, of course, protect. I may disagree with you, as we rightly say, but we will defend your right to speak. And that is the principle we go with wherever we are.
Right. So you all who contributed towards we going St. Vincent, you all is who we are the answer to. You all are wholly and solely responsible for we reaching there if we reach there. You all. Not the St. Vincent opposition, not the Kamala Prasad BCSF government, not no political party or no entity either or. You, the people of the ground report, is who will be wholly and solely responsible for the ground report reaching to St. Vincent, and it's you all we have to answer to.
So
Simple.
very true.
So until tomorrow morning, please God again. Give me a call after the program. Please, after the program, 3683053. Some of you all, if you all and all want to call Lennox Smith, call Lennox Smith after the program to give that contribution towards accommodations and transport. Okay? But you all should the Pitbull of Radio look forward to your call. When all call Lennox will put you all on to me anyhow. Right?
Yes, I will direct we direct you to Pitbull, who of course is the master control and the mastermind behind this venture.
Right. So again, we want to thank all in advance. Please don't let me reach 60% and just have to sit down and train all day. Here. Don't let me do that. That's bad. And tickets already bought. Don't let me do that. Let me finish our course to you all ground reporters. Let's reach there. Go out there and do what you all know we does best. And make sure we have all the information for you all. From both sides of the divine. You all be hearing from the citizens of St. Vincent itself. You all will hear from the opposition leader. Or you will hear from the Prime Minister. Because we're going to all, we want to hear what them have to say, what their supporters have to say. And then you all will be able to access or assess who you all support, who you all in support, who will carry St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward, who will carry them backward. You all will be able to know everything. But we will be interviewing the layman in St. Vincent too. Okay? So look out for your call after the program. Ring and hang up. Even if you send a message and I ain't call all the back, or I ain't message all the back, ring my phone and hang up. I will, when I see the missed calls, I will ring all the back and say, hello, I see a missed call. Yes, I'm calling for the assistant. All right? Right. Until tomorrow morning, please God, we are out of here.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.